Good morning, good evening, everything in between. How are we all today? Welcome everybody. I hope we've been staying safe, making good choices. It is Women Loving Wednesday today. We are indeed loving women. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I want to say a massive thank you to Studio Elon for letting me do this today. I am very, very grateful and very appreciative. We're gonna be playing. I've been like nervous in the background. I've had to be very quiet and I've been like, oh, it's fine. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I was doing like the setup to make sure that everything sounds good, and I've just had this like, normally when I'm doing pre-stream prep, I like mute my audio source for like the game, like songs for like most games, but I have just been sitting here vibing like to this. Oh my god. Like I have had this just so happy. I opened this like 8:30. I have not put it on silent. Like I have just been sitting here going, oh my god, this is amazing. Like the OST is gonna go insane if this is what's at the start. She's definitely not been thinking about this so much. Me and the 20 DMs with my mods. My mods have been very patient with me and I am very appreciative. But yeah. So I am really, really grateful for being able to open this today. I'm so excited. Please make sure you read the content warning text at the top of the screen. It is very important that you are aware of what we are getting into. I have personally enabled it so that... Wait, which ones have I said? Hang on. I think I went with what was the default, which was... So depictions of active self-harm is disabled, but imagery of fresh blood is enabled and healed self-harm scars are enabled. So these are important things that you guys need to be aware of. Please make sure that if this is something that you are uncomfortable with, you take care of yourself first and foremost. We always say, look after yourself, be kind to yourself, be aware of your limitations. And I also have it at the top as well so that you guys are aware. Yeah, oh my god, thank you for the check-in. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that stretch. Okay. I may not be able to read today, but I'm being very brave about it. So, with that, let's get into it. Am I right? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay.
移ろいゆく世界に私たちは抗う運命にある。人間の永遠の愚行に対して。
I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit.
そして冬の雪が舞い降りる。
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, got an achievement. Oh my god. A terrible chill hangs in the air, the season proving bitter as it so often is here. On this cold day, a great throng of students slowly shuffles through the piled snow of the university grounds. The day's lecture is finally over. Some gossip freely with friends, while others fawn over their partners. Most, however, stroll silently. Cinder, do not knock that over, please, for the love of God. Amidst this sea of people walks one unremarkable student among many. It went without saying that I'd go to university. I was called smart, clever, intelligent. I quietly liked the praise and saw no reason to fight others' ambitions for me. As long as people told me I was doing well, I hardly cared what I did. I wouldn't say I have a career in mind, nor any particular plan for the future. I barely chose this way of life at all. I simply fell into it. Things happened around me, and I followed the path of least resistance. I never considered what would happen when I had to think for myself. Oh my god, the art, okay. The train rattles and shakes as it trundles along the desolate city outskirts, the air inside stifling from the heaters. The seats always fill before I get on, so standing for the awkwardly long ride has become normal by now. With little else to do, I stare out the train doors. My thoughts soon turn inward, as they so often do in quiet moments. Not needing to study a day of high school has, paradoxically, made university all the worse. Faced with more difficult problems and never having needed to work at understanding something before me, I found myself restless. One might turn to friends for support, but my nature seems to drive others away. I always got on better with teachers than other students, in any case. The city outside becomes distant, its glass buildings reflecting a grey sky. The only colour to be seen is that of the bright red Sapporo TV tower, its wireframe girders beaming through the white snow. W game, so true. Not having travelled outside of Hokkaido, it's difficult to view life here in an objective sense. That remoteness hasn't hurt the city though, having every convenience one could hope for despite its distance from Tokyo. The snow season has brought the annual increase in tourists with it, a topic of some debate given the fuss and crowding they cause. The hotels and snowfields continue their trade though. As well as Sapporo may be the capital of Hokkaido, their money is still sorely needed. Cranes work day and night to build new apartments, the city's population ever rising. The bustling train station is one of the most modern in the country, a landmark of glass outside and high technology inside. Even the trains themselves are kept in eerily perfect condition, as if every trip were the first of the day. Sapporo never stops changing in order to keep up, as if locked in a rivalry with Tokyo's modernity. Is any of this right? I couldn't really say. Like me, everyone keeps going about their day in this ever-changing city, even as the past disappears around us for modern developments, new businesses, and more money. That place now passing by the train window is where I was born, and where I expect to die. Perhaps it's fate that I live in this grayscale city. So fitting is it for someone like me. The walk from the station to my house is thankfully much shorter, though the idea of selling it and getting an apartment closer to school is something I've considered more than once. Having passed the local cemetery on the way, I enter. Oh my god, the backgrounds. Okay. Having slipped off my shoes, the patter of feet on wood echoes about as I enter the spacious living room. A flimsy plastic bag carries dinner from the nearby convenience store in one hand, while the well-worn messenger bag for school remains strapped over my shoulder. It's not a happy girl. She going through it, honestly. As my eyes adjust to the light, a familiar unease comes over me, the unease of true solitude. A haunting silence hangs in the air, the room sighs only magnifying the effect. Few things provoke this unsettling feeling so deeply, as an empty house which shouldn't be. With my money largely going toward university fees and keeping the house, most of the rooms have been neglected. The table before me might appear a stately wooden construction, but the lie is exposed by the veneer having flaked off a corner, exposing cheap particle board. Oh, that's too real. I'll go to a furniture store and replace it sometime, I think to myself as I hang my curtain bag. Of course, sometime is vague enough that I can rationalize away that time never coming. Okay. With my food quickly growing colder, the house itself being little warmer than outside, I settle myself down on the cushion. The air soon fills with the studied and monotonous voice of a television news presenter as I begin to eat. The lukewarm set meal is For better or worse, consistent in the way convenience food, store food usually is. I'm sorry, I'm like getting distracted because I keep looking at the background because it's so... I have such an appreciation. I know. The same goes for the bitter green tea, which washes it down. I'm sorry, I'm like telling myself to look in. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I have to say it. I have such an appreciation for people who can do backgrounds because I, for the life of me, cannot do backgrounds. They always look so messy. I have trouble with perspective scaling. And like, this is just beautiful. The stylization of this game is phenomenal, and I'm going insane. Fun fact, the SFX for the TV news report was uniquely written and recorded. Wait, actually? Oh, wait, that's crazy. I thought it was like, just like stock. What? Glad you like them. I love the background. Every single one we have seen so far, I am just like, oh my god. Like, I am a very big believer that the like atmosphere of your game dictates everything. You can have an amazing story, but if you do not have the ability to portray that story, it's not going to hold in. And I'm not talking like super realism. It needs to fit the story that you're telling. And this is incredible. This is beautiful. It's fitting the mood. I'm loving the vibe it carries. Everything is so pretty and I'm going insane. The old demo one was public domain. Ah, but we snuck it in when we got VA. That's crazy. What? The public domain SFX talked about summer. Oh no. How many hours were spent on this background across multiple artists? Thank you. Oh my god, I could only imagine. Like, getting the perspectives alone would have been like a nightmare. I always wonder how people can just visualize like a room. Because like for me, I sit there and I'm like, how did you visualize this? Like, how did you sit there and figure out the perfect levels for every single thing? Did you like acquire like 1,000 references? I know some people use like The Sims and other like many hours of Buffy. Wait, that's amazing. Hang on. Okay, that's incredible actually. That's actually so good. Because like, it's just, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. And to be able to not only keep the perspective, but to like keep the atmosphere, I kneel. We started and finished the entirety of Buffy while working. Oh my god. That's crazy. That is so many hours. Oh my god. Oh my god, that means you got to watch the musical episode of Buffy. That's my favorite episode of Buffy because why the hell is it a musical episode? It's so funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm so bad at it. I apologize in advance. The amount of times I'm probably gonna get distracted to talk about things. This is who I am as a person if you have not been here before. And it's like, right? It's so good. Like, oh my god. It's like a brain rot of an episode, honestly. Levin's Buffy. Yes. Good. I love that they tragicked their Yuri. Because, of course they did. Back then, everything was tragic Yuri, and I think it's so perfect for its time. The occasional click of chopsticks is all that serves to punctuate the uninteresting news report. The woman's voice rattling off the details of another traffic accident from the snow-covered roads. Is that what they're talking about now? That's crazy. A routine day, much like any other this year. My attention beginning to drift from disinterest, my eyes settle on the cardboard box to the side of the table. I half-heartedly consider throwing it away, but like most, I decide to use it for storage. For what and when, I hardly know. It still has the shipping label attached, now that I look at it. To think that one thoughtless order of a otherwise nondescript book from some secondhand store would change so much of my life. See, I have a cardboard box, like a box from an order from 2019 that I have kept this entire time, and it has helped me move between 3 houses. So that one's it was the shipping box for when I got my Switch as well. So like sweats. Oopsies. The idle thought confirms my plans for the evening. Putting myself to work in order to calm my nerves, I turn off the television and sort the remnants of dinner into burnable and recyclable trash. With that, I take a long breath and head to the study. Even as I walk up the stairs, I become acutely aware of the sensation from the bandages on my left arm, and now a permanent reminder of this grim pastime. It's such a relatable girl failing. Not for real. We have like the furniture, we have like the books, we have like the I didn't need to study in school and now I'm crying. I like why? Hello? Please? A lavish room is revealed as I enter. The musty smell of books and old furniture hanging in the air. The haphazard collection of antiques and oddities is the result of a year haunting local antique stores and online marketplaces. I mean, don't you also wear glasses? Hey now. Hey now. I'm gonna take my glasses off in a second. Something, anything, to take my mind off what was happening around me. My eyes move down to the floor. What started as pleasant dark wood is now blighted with remnants of dried blood. The stains run deep, no matter how hard I've tried to clean it. The sight going unnoticed by anyone else is one of the few advantages to living alone. Okay, you can point and call me, you can do that, but you know what? I have seen her love interest. I will fold in seconds. So how will you read? I'll cover my bad eye so that I have only my good eye, and then I'll be able to read. Wait, watch this. Ready? Watch this. Stepping around the faded remnants of chalk between the wood panels, I stride over to my desk. My laptop full of translation notes lies to one side, while a time-worn leather-bound book lays open on the other. It's likely the oldest object for many miles around, and treated accordingly. See, I can do it. I just have to cover the bad eye. Note? Okay. Okay. Assorted notes on the nature of blood magic. The title alone made me curious, a curiosity which soon developed into obsession. Before long, that obsession turned from the intellectual to the practical. I am kneeling and thanking you. I am thanking you because if I have to read Italian, my relatives are going to like walk through this door and like slap me. I cannot sit here and butcher it. Natura della magia del... Okay, we tried. With some reverence, I carefully leaf through the pages. Eddie made that book cover? Oh my god, wait, that was drawn? What do you mean that's not a photo? What do you mean it's not a photo? Hang on. What? It's when I used a base. It still looks insane though. I was like sitting here going, damn, that's crazy. Like, look at that. That's wild. Like, oh my god. Look at that. Did you do like all of this though? Because like, this is crazy. Like, this is actually insane. Like, there is literally... There's light here. This is crazy. We need a Patreon post on how this cover was made. I am so curious now. The words of the author, one Isabella di Mora, speak across the ages as I scan the page. Translating the Italian text has been slow going, not helped by its archaic form, but what progress I've made has yielded good results. Rather, it's been my body which has slowed me more than anything else. I did the emboss effect? That's crazy! What? How? We're talking witchcraft in this book, but there was witchcraft to make the book. Looking between the floor and book several times, I attempt to visualize the patterns needed to replicate Isabella's experiments. The glyphs and patterns are strange and complex, more than one attempt ending in dismal failure. Realizing I've begun to draw this out to avoid the necessary pain for as long as possible, I set the book down at its open page and set about the preparations. Wait, hang on. Taking a piece of chalk from the pile of seemingly unrelated items on my desk, I kneel down and begin to retrace the intricate plans detailed in the book's pages, every so often standing to consult the sketches I'm using as guides. Okay, so we've got astrological signs. Oh my god, there's Leo! Oh my god! Okay, I'm looking for the other one. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh my god, Septa. What are we cooking? Oh. Okay. It's some random circle we found on public domain. You are honestly cooking for that. I'm like sitting here trying to like figure out different words that I can recognize on here because I recognize some words and so I'm very excited about that. I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this word before. There's an odd beauty to the intricate pattern slowly appearing on the floor. One concentric ring is followed by another, mysterious symbols and figures filling the spaces between them. Isabella's process of experimentation and discovery, the result of a great mind imprisoned by her family, has been fascinating to uncover page by page as my translation progressed. Trying to replicate her results would soon prove even more intriguing. When you make games, you gotta pick your battles. Honestly, like, it's so smart though, because like the public domain exists for a reason. So being able to utilize it, like that'd be my lifeblood, honestly. Slowly but surely, the detailing comes to an end, and the last of the lines meet. Coming to my feet, I set the chalk back down and set about the more distasteful side of the process. This is your content warning! My heart racing, I pull up my left sleeve to well above the elbow, revealing the blotchy, cream-colored bandages stretching down a good portion of my arm. There's a strange feeling in keeping something hidden despite being surrounded by oblivious others. Little by little, I unravel the dressing, leaving enough at the top of my arm to avoid it falling. As the skin beneath is revealed, one dark red line after another blights the pale flesh around it. Some have already scarred, soreness and itching, reminding me of their presence. Song is like real. Reaching to the desk, I take my knife in hand. The blade is nondescript by choice. Bought along with random items, I didn't need to avoid arousing suspicion. Bringing it to my arm, I hover above a spot below the last cut, in hopes of not interfering with its healing. My heart begins racing as the knife settles against the skin. The sound of my breathing is maddeningly loud as it reverberates around the room, becoming ragged. My knuckles whiten as I clutch the knife's cold metal handle in my shaking palm. I dearly hoped this inhumane act against myself would become more natural, but even now my instincts scream at me to stop. Instinct isn't so easily stuffed out. Okay, that's hard. Okay, that goes hard. Okay. I think I said that last time too. I think. Because I remember this. Right? I'm not going crazy. I need to remember what I remember from the demo now, and this is gonna drive me insane. As the moon's light glints off the coldly utilitarian blade, I press the tip of the knife to the side of my arm. In one practiced motion, I overcome my body's pleading and force myself to slide the blade across. Pain laces through my body and mind, the gritting of my teeth the only thing stopping my painful whimpers from escaping. The tool's job done, I throw it to the ground and clutch my arm tightly. Dark crimson fluid seeps from the open wound, soon flowing freely down my arm and over my hand. Crouching down, I put myself to work to pull what attention I can from the wound. Putting my hand out before me, I straighten my index and middle fingers as thick, warm blood begins to drip from them. Trying my best to minimize my nervous shaking, the chalk outlines soon turn red as I trace them out at a slow but steady pace. I have to take this carefully, I remind myself. My body can't afford to do this often, every attempt meaning days of recovery. I'm already weak, and the winter's efforts hardly help. As the last of the white chalk turns to a wine-dark red, I stand once more and glance about. The moonlight reflects off the fresh blood, a slow trickle still dropping to the floor from my arm. A certain dissonance strikes me, between the messy red spatters strewn across the floor and the intricate Byzantine patterns they form. The panic thought of this being some descent into madness briefly passes my mind. What madman, what crazed murderer could stand in such a spectacle and think themselves sane? Rather than fear such thoughts, I treasure them as I close my eyes shut. They're confirmation that I have not yet lost my mind. I can still see this from the outside. I'm still human. As the book says, I concentrate on imagining the symbols and patterns around me in my mind. My emotions begin to shift and ebb, my nerves somehow becoming swept along in this strangely calming sensation. As if caught in a river, my thoughts begin to flow. Rather than fight it, as I first did, I allow the slow and uneasy trickle to take me, surrendering to the movements in my mind. Some are pleasant, others horrendous, but all prove fleeting and impermanent. What was a river soon becomes a torrent. Identifiable memories and concepts becoming abstract and indistinct. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, all merge together in a surging rush. All physical sense of my body long gone as every emotion pours through me at once. In the swirling and flowing mass, the bedrock below it all begins to sway in the swelling flood. My sense of self nudges and rocks at first, held by the deepest roots. Yet, little by little, against the surging flood, I'm so excited. Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. Guys, be chill. Soon, okay. We scripted the scene before we hired Papaya, so all the demonic ritual was envelop in and me trying to make it more and more demonic. Amazing. The soft grass gently presses against my cheek, the dew of early morning contrasting to the sun's warmth. My eyes slowly open, but my body feels too heavy to move. Far from being unexpected, it's now a familiar feeling. My mind too dull to do anything more, I silently watch the flowers before me gently sway in the breeze, while birds squawk in the far distance. It's all so different, and so warm. Bring her to me, as if waking from a terribly long sleep. I wearily pick myself up, and my senses slowly return. A cloudless blue sky hangs above, with the lush green of the unkept forest surrounding me. It's all so idyllic. Here, there's no bright red tower piercing a sullen sky. The world which stretches out before me couldn't be farther from the hustle and bustle of the city I've left. The warmth of spring and its many scents confuses my senses, jarred by the shift from the cold winter's night I left. The only blemish on the scene is a column of faint smoke from workshops in the far distance, peeking above the tree canopies. Okay. I thoughtlessly say the words to nobody in particular. The nature of what I've done no less surreal to me now than the scant few other times I've successfully managed it. That's crazy. Unfortunately, my senses returning to me also means that pain is among them. I quickly set about rebinding my bandages, lest anyone here see the scars now disfiguring my forearm. Groaning, I focus on making sure they're done tight and firm before fixing the ends once more. Oh my god. I love the... Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Look, I'm sorry. I need just... The lighting. This is beautiful. Like, this just is the vibes of, yeah, I could stay here for a while, honestly. I always love how every VN that, like, Elon, like, does. The lighting is always phenomenal. I'm sorry to always be like... I feel like I'm always like saying that every single stream, but I just have a really good appreciation for lighting in the backgrounds. I need to continue. Touching grass is self-love. Yeah! Sometimes you just need to lay down and just appreciate, you know? As much for myself as any other, I roll my sleeve back down afterwards to avoid the temptation to look. Adjusting my glasses and dusting myself off with my uninjured arm, I set off towards the town ahead. The town of Sapporo. I don't recommend doing blood magic to do that though. That's crazy. You know, it's just fine. It's to it as a treat, you know? Just like a little treat. An empty horse-drawn tram trundles along past my field of vision. The steed's hunchbacked owner patiently letting it trot along at a leisurely pace. He pays me little heed as they pass, the clatter of hooves blending with the sounds of passerby. Considering Honoka's mental state, get it right? Like, so true. Not as a treat? Yeah, as a treat. Just one, like, every now and then, you know? Nothing too crazy, just like, you know? Why not? Just don't use your own blood. Nah, you'll be fine. You just gotta, like, make it come back faster, do you know what I mean? The shadows are small, so it must be around noon. The flow of time here always throws me off. As I so often do when I come to this place, I find myself just watching. Strolling through as if in a daze, caught up in observing this strange and foreign world. Yet, this foreign-feeling world is also strikingly familiar. For reasons unknown, the magic I've been attempting, transference, has reliably transported me here. When I should be in some other country, I instead arrive in the same location, but a century ago. The strangely dressed newcomer soon lost her novelty to the people here, few giving me so much as a passing glance as they go about their day. Words can't express how glad I am for the attention fading. Perhaps I should be glad it's the Meiji era. My modern clothing would be just another strange dress to them. Some of those walking before me mix Japanese and Western fashion styles even now, to varying degrees of success. A couple of children run by, happily chasing one another along the street. It all feels so different to the grayscale photos and dry documentaries about the Meiji era, or about history at all. The people here feel alive and varied, from the dour to the cheerful. Don't like having blood tests, bleeding myself out wouldn't work. Nah. See, I don't like blood tests either, but just think. Pretty women on the other side. I'm just saying. Oh, hi, Nightbot. How are you today? There's just... Oh my god. Hang on. No one move. She's perfect. Don't say for it. Leave her alone. No. I just think she's stunning. Like, do you ever just see someone like just so like, oh my god, that you just kind of like feel yourself buffering? Because of me, I would fold in seconds. Like, I'm just saying, if you told me I had to do blood magic to see a pretty woman like her, in seconds, no hesitation, I will drain everything in my person. She's so pretty. Like, oh my god. You know what I mean? I just think women are really pretty. It's her and one other character that I saw on the Steam page that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hyperfixate at a normal amount. I swear. I swear. Her and one other person I feel so normal about. There's like, what was the character's name? Hang on. Now I want to find the name. Give me a second. Yonehara? I think is their name. We borrowed the Shadow Crowd idea from Slow Damage. See, I naturally, anytime there's like a like shadow crowd or like people that are like just like black shadows, like I just think of Ruby, because early like volumes of Ruby, back when they didn't have money, they would have all of their background characters just be black silhouettes, and it was so funny. Like, oh my god. There's a lot of Mommy-core characters. Oh my god, I'm thriving. You'll have to fight. Hear me out. I just like, I know nothing about her, but I looked at her and I went, yeah, like that's I feel very normal about that person. Like, she is just, do you know what I mean? Do I need to say that? Shit, I said the word. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. You get it once. And if it gets clipped, I'm deleting it. You get one as a treat. Because I did not think. I am too busy, like, just head over heels for pretty women. I love her. Like, she's beautiful. I just think even her outfit, like every part of her design, she is yellow, she is warm like the fucking sun, and I think she is an actual treasure who needs to be protected with her entire, like, I will protect her with my entire existence, you know what I mean? I know we're sitting on this screen. I am just really enjoying her right now. I am so sorry. This is for me, guys. Everything else is for you. This is for me. Also, this, like, CG, like, this is just stunning. This CG is beautiful. I'm in love with this. This is... Ooh, it's so good. I am so in love with the pose, the express. Oh my god. I feel very normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. Okay, I need to lock in. My idle stroll comes to an end as I reach my usual destination. Outside the kabuki venue stands the brightest person here, happily seeing off someone she'd been chatting to before noticing my arrival. I love her so much. Like, oh my god.
あら、またいらっしゃったのね。おかえりなさい、浅川さん。
Same. Okay. So true, honestly. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I was like prepared to hear. Do you guys know that women are actually spectacular? Like, did you know that women are indeed loving women on this Wednesday? Because, oh my god, I am in love. Oh my god. She's... It's fine.
こんにちは、安江さん。元気そうで何よりです。
I feel normal today.
前にも言ったでしょ。安江でいいって。せめて一人くらいは堅苦しいこと抜きでおしゃべりできる相手が欲しいの。
Okay. Our lock screen has a voice to replay feature. That's dangerous news. Oh my god. Oh my god.
じゃあ、私のこともほのかって呼んで。
See, like, I was prepared for the voice because I went into settings and I did, like, voice tests for the characters whose voices I could activate. And, like because I sound checked it, so to make sure that everyone's sound was, like, good on my end. So I knew. I still was not prepared. I was not prepared. Oh my god, I was not prepared. Oh my god, it's fine. It's fine. Despite my best efforts, I wilt before her sunny disposition as usual. I'm hardly even able to make eye contact as I mumble my reply. Yasue takes the comment in stride, her cheeks hinting at the smile hidden behind her fan. My arm suddenly aches from my wound, causing me to reflexively reach over and clutch it. Such pain is a constant reminder of the cost to get healed. The tithe a normal person has to pay to mimic the magic afforded to mages. Oh, do that again. I need... Anyway. I really think she's pretty. You can rewind. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. That is so amazingly done. I'm sorry. Okay, I feel normal. I thought she was pretty with like the yellowy eyes, but like... You know? You know? True mages such as Yasue. Her magic is no less amazing to watch now as when I first saw it. With mages so few in number in the normal world, and those that do exist keeping a low profile, I'm in some ways blessed to meet one who uses their abilities so openly.
大丈夫?
Oh my god. Been studying Japanese lately, and anytime I learn a word that means lively, bright, sunny, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. I think everything that... Oh my god. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. I fear we have like chefed too hard on her that I am like... I fear we have cooked brilliantly. I think we have chefed at an insane degree. Oh my god. Okay. She's so pretty!
大丈夫。少し疲れただけだから。
Accepting my waving off of her concern, Yasue turns to begin walking, casting a glance behind her to invite me. I quickly skip up alongside as she begins to slowly stroll the streets, stealing the occasional furtive glance at the woman as we go. Oh my god. Dark light ships are the best too. Not for real. I always joke that I'm always back in the building because growing up, a lot of the sapphic content that I had around me was always blonde hair with the brunette, or like brunette with a light-haired cut, like light color hair. So it's like every time I'm straight back here again. Every time it just hits different. Like, oh my god. We're so back, honestly. While she's a pretty person in general, I've never quite been able to place her age. I may be terrible at guessing such things normally, but it's her hair which throws me off entirely. I'd call it bleached white, but it looks natural despite her youthful face. Millie, oh my god, so true, oh my god. That's crazy. Aspen! Okay, I recently unpacked a lot of my stuff in this room. So every time I stream, right in front of me, I have Millie, I have Aspen, and I have Hannah. Always right in front of me. Every time I stream, as soon as I look up, I see them right there. In the old house, they were behind me in a cabinet. So I've taken them out of the cabinet to put them on like a, what are they called? Shelf? But it's like a cute little box shelf. So like they're so cute and they're so like aesthetically placed. And I've put Hannah in a very funny position so that when, so like, cause it's the one where she's got the hand up. And I have, okay, this is gonna sound weird with no context, but it looks like she's about to like pat the cat ears that I own. So like I kind of put her there and then I realized it looks like that and I was like, you know what, it needs to stay like that now. So she always looks like she's about to touch the cat ears. Millie, Aspen, Hannah watching you crash out over Spyro is a hilarious. Yeah, they were there for that. Cosplay cat ears. Yes, cosplay cat ears. So it's very funny. She looks like she's trying to touch the ears. And honestly, she's real for that. But I love having them there now because I'm like, oh my god, they're my girls, my babies. You know what I mean? God, I love her so much. Oh my god. It really is the nerdy girl fails, isn't it? All three of them are kind of girl fails. There really is an archetype here. Incredible. Oh my god. Finding myself self-conscious, I run a hand through my bangs to neaten them, before adjusting my glasses just so. I'm not particularly good at things like fashion, but for this one person, I want to put in some kind of effort. Oh my god. I have that key visual as my desktop wallpaper and I have a translation file folder to where she's pointing at like to and we just have pointing at just like it's just a compilation of her pointing at things. Let's go. Look at her. She's like, oh my god. One of them is just happy to be here and the other is just going through it. It's like the happy head empty just vibes and just the thought bubble and it's just scribble, constant scribble.
どこへ向かっているの？特に当てはないわ。今日の公演が終わったから少し散歩しようと思ったの。
I am so
一緒に過ごせて嬉しいわ。でも疲れたらすぐに行ってね。
Summer's pointing at
隠そうとしても分かっているのよ。無理をしてここに来ているのでしょ。
Insane. It's like, no, Summer, don't click the file. Oh my god. She does her best to make the remarks as gently as possible, but her point is made. I'd been hoping she wasn't troubled over such things, but it's hardly the first time she's seen right through me.
何もかも夢みたい。札幌の街が100年前はこんな風だったなんて信じられない。遠い未来の方にはさぞ古めかしく見えるでしょうね。
They are actually... Wait, they are time travel sapphic. Wait, that only just hit me now. This is time travel Yuri. Oh, that's fucked. Okay. This is gonna be so emotional. I only have one other time travel, like, Yuri, and, like, that emotionally crippled me in hyperfixation and, like, pure angst. So this is gonna be... Oh no.
どうしたの？急に考え込んで。なんでもない。ここに初めて来た時のことを思い出していたの。あの時のほのかったら迷子の子猫のようだったわね。この世界を見つけてくれたのがあなたみたいな女の子だなんて思いもしなかったわ。
That might be my favorite expression of her so far. Just so. What do you mean? It's a perfect happy no conflict ever story. Oh my god, so true. It's just all fluff in here. Let's go. Yasui punctuates her observation with a churlish laugh, raising my spirits. Oh no. Oh no, I hope we don't doom our Yuri. As we head onto a side street, Yasui stops to greet a friendly hauler walking by. The man happily begins to chat as he adjusts the yoke across his broad shoulders, sacks of goods tied to either end. Not wanting to intrude, I let my thoughts drift back once again. I stumbled about in the grips of terror for some time, wandering into the town knowing nothing of where I was or how to escape. Nearly frozen in fright, I slinked along the side of the streets, onlookers struck by the bizarre clothing I wore. Used to be Lost Little Lamb, but we changed it on the suggestion of the JP localizer. Honestly, okay. Huh. We also changed it. Originally, Honoka ate curry in scene 1 instead of set meal, and they were wondering how she ate it with chopsticks. Okay, yeah. This is so interesting. I love hearing these things, so I'm like, oh my god. I love random little facts. I stumbled about in the grips of terror for some time, wandering into the town knowing nothing of where I was or how to escape. Nearly frozen in fright, I slinked along the side of the streets, onlookers struck by the bizarre clothing I wore. How fortunate I was for some children to run and fetch Yasue. When she first caught sight of me, I wondered which of the two of us was the more surprised. She sensed I was of a different time than the others, and took me under her wing without a second thought. Even now, I still feel like her helpless kitten. Incredible sentence. This will be taken in insane ways by everybody around us. She doesn't know the scene in my world which led to that first journey, though. I wonder if she'd think differently of me for it. As the hauler shuffles off and we start walking once more, Yasui speaks up. Few of our conversations are started by me, though she seems unperturbed by this.
最近はどう？平穏な生活を送っていると言っていたわね。平穏、そうかも。大学に行って、帰宅して、夕飯を食べて、寝るだけの変わり映えのしない毎日だから。
Some ways I'm still her little meow meow. I was gonna say... I can't make the joke. I can't make the joke. I can't do that to everybody. But there's a joke there that I wanted to make about the AU would go insane. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna choose to not be like... I'm gonna behave today. I'm not gonna be insane. Not the warrior cat say you know. Yasui nods solemnly. I dislike reminding her of the fact, but I have only the most vague understanding of such things.
昔
私たちがこの世界に封印された時、ここは不変の世界となった。私たちにとって今のこの姿が全てということなのでしょうね。と言ってもあなたが来るまでね。長い歳月を経て現実世界から人が来た時は言葉にできないほど驚いたわ。
She giggles once more, smiling to herself at the memory. How easily she laughs off her own past awkwardness. Wishlist instead of reminder. Yes, good! That's what we want! Perfect! And then make other people wishlist it too. That's the rules. The first impression I had of Yasoi was perhaps the expected one. So many photos blend together of people in formal outfits, stiff poses, and stern, serious faces. While they may try to humanize history in school, there's only so much a museum trip or classroom lecture can do. My preconceptions would be dispelled in moments. In so many ways, she juxtaposed her ladylike properness with a carefree spirit. Her hair is lavishly cared for, yet flows freely rather than being tied up. Her speech is archaic and uses long, obsolete words, only for her to chat naturally and openly. She dresses traditionally, yet gestures widely and wears her emotions on her sleeve. I know full well I'll be going over every conversation we have in my head for days, if not weeks, to come. Angsting over every misstep or hesitation and overthinking every expression of— That's too real, hang on. Okay, we need to talk about the relatability of the characters that we're putting in these visual novels, because you cannot get me again. You got me good in Twofold. You got me way too good in Please Be Happy. You cannot do this a third time. We can't be doing this again. You cannot be giving me a character that's gonna overthink like a conversation for weeks. Come on now. I can't be kidding this woman. We can't be doing this. GG easy. Do not GG easy me. Fucked up. Why is half up, half down hair the best? No, you're real for that, honestly. Like, oh my god, it hits different. She just like goes for real. It's like, here, have one character that you're gonna relate to, and then have a like woman that you're gonna hyperfixate on. And then sometimes put them together, and it's just like a nightmare for me because I'm gonna hyperfixate. But then I'm thriving because you're giving me really relatable characters, but at what cost? Game checklist woman with anxiety, a woman with a book. Oh my god. And it works. It works so good. Oh my god. Honestly, also give me a character with like really long hair and like I'm sold. I love characters with really pretty long hair. Because like, oh my god, like me, for real, for real. Relatability, Mari getting— Hey now. Hey now. That's crazy. She's so pretty. It's just so unfair. And you put her in yellow. That is so insane. Yellow is my favorite color and I go feral every time I look at her. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Yet Yasoi will do no such thing. Everything flows off her. It's graceful in a manner, albeit not quite in the way I expected that word to be used. For someone of an era barely past samurai and daimyo.
がっかりさせたらごめん。でも、私にできるなら、あなたをこの世界から助け出したいの。
No, don't look sad. No, don't look sad. It's not— no.
あなたは偉大な魔術師ではないでしょうけれど、知り合えて本当に嬉しいと思っているの。この世界に初めて来たのが、むしろほのかのような人でよかったわ。
Spring and winter, Yuri. Spring and winter, sun and moon. Like, it hits to insane degrees. I don't play League. I ship a League couple solely because those women are sun and moon coded. Know nothing about them other than like a little bit of like stuff about their lore and how they get together. Air quotes get together. obsessed with them. It's something about the light and dark. It's like the contrast, you know? No, you should play League again. Fucked up. That is so rude. I'm gonna play it with Nova. Taking notes for our next VN. No! Okay, but hear me out though. There is something really beautiful about the sun and the moon dynamic. And the light and the dark, like kind of vibes. Fiona and Diana, exactly, correct. It's so beautiful. I am very obsessed. It hits, you know what I mean? It's like a treat. It's like a reward. You're gonna hand me someone who like shines like the sun. I'll give the moon anxiety and the sun a book. Hey now! Hey now! Hang on. That's crazy. Hey now. That's, well. That's hitting exact. Hang on. That's wild. That's like a double whammy. It's okay because technically if you really think about it, Aspen is very much so the sun. So you kind of gave me part of that already. Like a lot of the dynamics that already exist can be like moved into like the sun and moon dynamic with a lot of the visual novels already. And that's been my lifeblood for like everything. I'm just saying. It's real. I can sun and moon dynamic any women. Maybe not any women. A few women. Some. She's what eternity feels like. How do you still... Like, I said it was a moment of weakness one time. I just think that women are pretty. You know? Not knowing how best to react to her praise, I bashfully look away. My driving desire to be complimented is one of my uglier traits. I can only hope it's one of the few things Yasue hasn't perceived of me. I soon realize I've begun rubbing my arm out of anxiety. For all her praise, I still feel as if I'm telling a lie by omission. How would a mage react to finding the one before them is some regular person mimicking their abilities through such methods?
一つ聞いてもいいかしら。答えたくなければ無理にとは言わないわ。
ええ。
ほのかはおいくつかしら。あれほどの術を使う魔術師にしては随分お若そうね。
Oh yeah, true. How? The jump in topic forces me to think over the answer for a moment. I can't will myself to tell the truth when she gives such a convenient excuse not to.
少し前に20歳になったばかりかな。
Turned 20? Oh, she's a baby.
ということはまだ。
Why do you look concerned? Okay. She trails off before finishing her sentence, her expression concerned. I'm left at a loss for words, only growing worse as the spark of realization brightens her face.
安江？
来て、後悔はさせないわ。
Okay. I love her. Once again.
来て。
That's my favorite expression. That's my favorite expression so far. It's perfect. It has everything that I love. I want to say thank you for this specific expression. This is for me. This is for me. Thank you. Once again, I find myself working to catch up with the cheerful woman. One wink and I'm like, yes ma'am, right. It's the wink and the mouth. It drives me insane. Dim lamps struggle to illuminate the tables around us. The izakaya's air filled with the chatter of patrons and a heavy scent of tobacco. With liquor flowing freely and so many in the tight space, the air is taken on a distinctly muggy feel. Many of the animated faces around us flushed a bright red. My gaze rests on the waitresses skittering from table to table. Dainty feet in sandals tapping quickly to keep up with the pace of orders. It's a little uncanny. Everything about the experience is so close to a normal restaurant, yet just different enough to throw me off. Oh my god. I'm like checking the background because I'm like, what is going on in here? This is beautiful. What the hell? Oh my god. As always, I do my best to avoid accidentally catching the eye of anyone in particular. Yasui does no such thing, instead looking at me with an indulgent smile. If you'd like to hide the text box, you can... Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. That's crazy. What the hell? Like, that is like background worthy. Like, that is like genuinely incredible. What the hell? Oh my god. How long would this have taken? Like, this feels like it would have taken forever. And like the like this, I'm a big fan of this. Like the smirk effect there. I am a big fan. All these little particles. Oh my god. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan, honestly. This one wasn't too bad. Oh my god. If this one wasn't too bad, I fear what you're gonna be like. Yeah, this one was a nightmare. Like, oh my god. There is so much love in this. What the hell? Oh, so true. And this Yasui makes a show of pouting.
ほのかはいつもそう。私があなたのために何かしようとすると遠慮するの。あなたの世界にも素敵なものはたくさんあるでしょうけれど、たまにはこちらの世界を堪能してちょうだい。
Oh my god.
遠慮してるわけじゃないわ。ただ、
大将、こちらのお嬢さんに地元のビールをお願い。
So, the man beyond the counter, as yet unseen, yells out his agreement in a hoarse voice.
ちょっと待って。私、20歳になったばかりだし、まだ飲んだことがないのよ。
Oh, she hasn't tried drinking and she's 20. Bless. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, if you saw that, no, you didn't. She's... Aw, 20. That's crazy. Being Australian makes that sentence so funny. Drinking age in Japan is 20, I think. I love that. Because, like, over here, the legal age is 18. So it's like, I'm 20, I haven't tried drinking yet. It's like...
ならちょうどいいわ。今試してみましょうよ。
Drinking age in Australia is like 13. Look, I wasn't gonna say it. Wasn't gonna say it. I am not allowed to say how old I was when I had my first sip. Because I am an idol. Circa finally made the characters drink legally in a game. That's crazy. I love this wink. This one's for me. I love her. Oh my god, every time... It's... Okay. It's this. Every time. It's this. I am so obsessed with this. I don't know how to explain it. Do you guys ever just see something in like a style and you're like, ugh? It's this. It's right here. This is why I feel so normal. This, absolutely. I just, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope I am. I usually give up my protest in light of how happy she is to be treating me like this. I had been too shy to fumble my way through dealing with the bar, and I wouldn't know what alcohol would be good to start with in the first place. I cannot answer that, but I have suggestions. Our drinks arrive quickly. The old man, perhaps the owner, personally bringing the bottles and glasses to our table. Yasui doesn't notice my confusion as she stops to pull out the cork in each. Even I know these usually have bottle caps. Okay, hey, now Aspen is legally drinking. Me the first time seeing that scene, like, oh, so true, girl. Yasui quickly obliges, passing him 2 odd silver coins. This is the first time I've actually seen Sen being used. Regardless, the man cheerfully takes them before hobbling back off past the curtain. That, like, specific Aspen scene is, like, in my head rent-free because it was like, oh, yeah, wow. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is amazing. I hadn't taken her for a beer drinker, but she's clearly looking forward to this more than I as she gives an eager smile. Trying to paper over my confusion, I quickly take one of the bottles in hand, supporting it in one hand and tipping with the other. I gently pour the amber liquid into the cup, now held by my senior's delicate, spindly fingers. Yasui returns the gesture soon after, an inviting thick foamy head forming on the glass I cradle. The calmly bubbling beer gives off a floral scent, a sharp contrast to the mess of crimson which brought me here, the smell of blood now uncomfortably familiar. I peer over my drink to Yasui, her gaze patiently gauging my reaction. Perhaps it's my distrust of others, or my own anxieties causing me to overthink every gesture, but I find myself unable to plainly accept what should be a kind gesture.
こんなことしてもらって本当にいいの？私、安江に何もしてあげてないのに。安江は
あら、自分の誕生日を祝いたくないの？
Huh? It's your birthday?
そうじゃないの。ただ
あら、
こんなことしてもらって本当にいいの？私、安江に何もしてあげてないのに。安江はいつも優しいね。
I wanted to go back because I skipped a part.
あら、自分の誕生日を祝いたくないの？
そうじゃないの。ただ
So their height difference delicious? Not real. Like, okay, I see it. I had expected Yasui to defend herself. Instead, she stares at me intently, as if examining an interesting specimen before her. That's my second favorite expression, just so you know. Big fan. Maybe this is no different to how we've been interacting this whole time. Another of her elaborate plays, but this time without a script to hand. Each of us left to take our cues from the other, judging and moving in step with the other. As a particularly rowdy patron gives a boisterous laugh beyond us, Yasui smiles and closes her eyes in defeat. We made Suruku. Honestly, I thank you for this gift. This is actually, thank you. Because the height difference, perfect. Chef's kiss. A delicious meal. My compliments to the chef.
ごめんなさい。押し付けがましかったかもしれないわね。新しい方が来るなんて本当に久しぶりで。
No.
いつかあなたを失うかもと思うと少し怖いの。
Okay, see, girl, I would have folded the second she spoke just then. You are braver than me. Like, the fact that you did not crumble right there, you are... Couldn't be me. Of course, she'd be scared. She's been sealed away for so long. Everyone here has been. That I'm important enough to yes way for her to feel that way about me, even if it's only by a circumstance, is oddly nice. It's been so long since I've felt needed by someone. The least I can do is appreciate her generosity.
約束する。これからもできるだけここに来る。この世界はタイムカプセルみたいで、学生としても興味があるし。
Oh my god.
そういうわけだから飲もう。私の誕生日のためじゃなくて、二人の約束のために。
Her smile is enough of an answer, the pent-up tension in my body releasing. An odd sense of purpose sparks inside of me, the first I've perhaps felt in my life. With that, we both lift our glasses to our lips and take a long sip. In the end, I only had a few sips of the bitter stuff. Thankfully, Yasui was only too happy to oblige in drinking both our bottles, and a couple more besides. It seems the taste of alcohol will take some getting used to. I had heard that drinking before an evening is odd, let alone at noon. Yasui seems to hardly care though, her face now flushed and gestures decidedly more animated. Crazy. Wait, how tall are they? Wait, I'm curious. Sorry, this is for... I'm getting distracted for 2 seconds. Hang on. I need to know this. This is so important. Okay. Why is she the same height as me? Why is she the same height as me? Why are we the same height? Why? She's the same height as me. Oh my god, that's crazy. Haneka's the same height as me. Exact. That is the exact same height. This is so... This is a... Okay. Surreal forever. Oh my god, at least I know the height difference between me and the love of my life. Oh my god, that's crazy. This is insane. Oh my god, wait, both of them are taller than me. I am thriving. Hang on. Both of the pretty women I am in love with are taller than me. I think I'm winning today, chat. I think this is my win condition. Thank you, I'll take that hydrate. I think I need it after that sentence. I will stretch. Oh my god. That's crazy. Of all the images I had of a lady from the Meiji era, the joyful, caressing woman skipping beside me isn't one of them. As she gives me a slightly uneven smile, I offer a polite bow.
ありがとう、ヤスエ。今日は楽しかった。あんまり飲めなくてごめん。もっと慣れなきゃね。今度飲みたくなったらまた付き合ってよ。
喜んでご商売に預かりましょう。
Oh my god, that's crazy. Perhaps it's the drink or a simple tiredness, but I find the corners of my mouth lifting, just a little. I wonder if the stupor will last in the real world now that I think of it. The passing thought only reminds me of the greater lie. Perhaps it's genuine honesty after hearing her own. or the drink making me less inhibited. But I want to tell her the truth.
安江、伝えたいことがあるの。私があなたをこの世界から出してあげられない理由は、方法がわからないんじゃない。魔術師じゃないからよ。あなたと違って私は普通の人間なの。
でもならどうやってこの世界に？
I just fell to my knees. You gotta get ready, you gotta wish list it. It's, yeah, you got it wish listed. It's in 12 days. You're so close. I believe in you. Like, we're so there, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, true, there is voice previews as well. And you can see on the Steam page who each character looks like. So there's like little things about them, if I remember correctly. So you can use that to also familiarize and hyperfixate. Gotta hyperfixate on those women before they release. Put them in your brain. You gotta like scan them in there. As I glance about at the people going about their day around us, Yasui senses my want for privacy.
こちらへ。
Wait, let me go to the previews. Exactly, go. Look at the Steam like store page and like click the thingy for the more information and like, oh my god, you're welcome in advance because oh my god. After a fair hike well beyond the town's limits, we arrive at the edge of the forest surrounding Sapporo. There's a peaceful serenity to this place that I've yet to find in my own world.
思い悩んでいることがあるなら言ってちょうだい。あなたのことなら何でも受け入れるわ。
Thank you for the dog redeem. Hello, welcome. I guess this fit is more fitting to the situation, huh? The fact she cares should make me feel happy, but it stings my heart, sir. She doesn't know. She couldn't know. Taking a long breath to steady myself, I look down in shame and pull my left sleeve upwards, tug by tug. Before long, the bandages show. Their length chases farther and farther up my arm, the beige gauze discolored by a blotch of bright scarlet. Fresh blood has pooled by now, the wound still proving sore as my sleeve drags over it. As I dare to look up at Yasui, the woman wears a mournful expression. It's striking compared to her gentle demeanor. My mom was Tatiana's mom. Yeah! Right? Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god, right?
あなた、自分に一体何をしたの？
Oh, Yasui.
実は私にもどうなっているのかわからない。ずっと昔に誰かが書いた本に、普通の人間が後天的に習得した魔法の力を呼び起こす方法が書かれていたの。
Oh, honey.
仕組みはよくわからないけど、その本の通りにやるとこの世界に来られるようになったの。でもそれを発動させるには血が必要で、その本はイタリア語で書かれていて、血の魔法っていうみたい。
In response to my fast-paced explanation, her eyes close. I can see the gears turning inside, the connection between my general frailty and rapid exhaustion when visiting now plain.
ほのか。
See, I would crumble. Honoka, you were brave for me. I know what she's going to say next. Neither of us want to hear the words.
別に死ぬわけじゃないから。そりゃ体に負担はかかってるけど、これくらい。
Got an actual Russian voice actor. Nice! Fix some of the Russian. I love when people are like, here, do this. And you're like, yes, thank you. Hand it over.
お願い、 もう来るななんて言わないで。安江にもっと会いたいの。
She thinks for some time before giving a heartbreaking smile of defeat.
来させないなんてことはできないわね。
Favorite expression. I take it back. That's my favorite expression. Right there. That's my favorite. And the wink is my second favorite. That's my favorite. I've been back and forthing between the wink and this one. This one. Thank you. Thank you. I'd rather she have scolded me. Without any further defense to be made, I fall silent while looking at nothing in particular.
ほのか、自分を大事にね。あなたと知り合えてどんなに嬉しいかわからないでしょうね。でも、お願いだから自分の命を危険にさらすようなことはやめてちょうだい。わかってもらえるかしら。
Not the homo guy. That's crazy.
心配させてごめんなさい。
That's honestly so true, so true. It's perfect. It's sending me. Honestly, so true, honestly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. We're very close. As I scuff my feet on the grass in angst, I notice Yasuo's shadow moving nearer. By the time I look back up, my body freezes at how close she's come. Without a word, she reaches out with those long, dainty fingers and grasps the corner of my glasses, subtly evening their position on my face. Okay. Well. No! With that, Yasui steps back and smiles simply. It's like you hate me.
そういうのはね、私たち年長者がすることなのよ、おバカさん。
It's what we elders are meant to do. We love old women. Her point made, Yasui's smile slowly wears off. The time to say goodbye draws near. Where the next visit will be is difficult to say, but the fact it will come is certain. I'm not sure if it's imagined or not, but I feel Yasui's become more comfortable with that fact. Understandable for a mage seeing their first visitor in 100 years.
ほのか、お大事に。
Old Lady Yuri. Old Lady Yuri. I'm not gonna lie. I have been really loving. See, this is so bad because, like, obviously a lot of, like, sapphic content at the moment is, like, they're either between the ages of 18 and 24. So much content for sapphic, like, women love women pairing. A lot of it is in those age ranges. Over the last few years, like, I'm kind of really wanting, like, older women. Like, I'm just saying, you hand me a woman in her, like, I don't want to say, like, older women and then say an age that's, like, for a lot of people not going to be as old. But for me, you hand me a woman that's, like, older 40s plus. I'm just saying, I'm okay with that. I'm becoming an older woman. Fuck, I wasn't saying you. You are not past 40. Lord. No, I can't say that you're an older woman. I can't. That's crazy. Physically, Yasuo's design doc is designed to be above 30. I'm winning! I can't stop winning! Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god. For me? Thank you. Oh my god. Tatiana, Yasui. Roller for 30? Can I just say, I can't stop fucking winning. Oh my god. That's crazy. Can take her out one chance, please? Nah. Yasue is for me, actually. Thank you very much. She's for me. This woman was made for me. Thank you. I'm just saying. For me, oh my goodness, this is some good food. Oh my goodness.
ありがとう。またね。
Or for someone your age, I'm a like million-year-old deity. I'm taking the 30-year-old woman. I miss her. Chat, I miss her already. My head presses to the hardwood beneath, its hard, cold surface rousing me. Warily opening my eyes, I let myself stay in place as my senses slowly return to me. The smell of musty books, chalk, and blood plays on my nose, the scents making an unpleasant concoction. Oh my god, I can't believe she's like 30s. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be normal about this because I have been like so viscerally craving older women like Yuri, because like I'm getting to that point in my life where there's like the like 20, 21, 22, they're like in my head, they're babies now. They're like a lot younger. Because like one of the students that I used to teach is in that age range. And for me, I'm like, okay, we can't do this anymore. So like, you know? Funny story, but with the voice actors, we had to ask for deeper voices. I am thanking you. Thank you. Thank you. I love deeper voiced women as well. So like, this is for me. Oh my god. Noramari, what do you mean? I haven't said anything that will dox me. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Oh my god. Low-voiced women, my beloved. So true. What do you mean, I mean? Yes, lol. And across the session, some of them got a little higher and had to recalibrate. You said the age of your student. Fucked up. No. See, in my head, I keep thinking my student's like 20. My student's not 20 anymore. Hang on. Oh my god, my student isn't 20 anymore. Oh my god. Guys, don't become a teacher because your ability to perceive, like, anything goes out the window. Because, like, there are still times where I see, like, the ex-student, like, out and about because they do a lot of the same hobbies as me now. And I'm like... They're like 13, and then I'm like, no, that's like a legal adult now. It fucks you up. I pay more taxes than you. It's crazy. I recently met a group of VN devs who were like 20 to 22, and I was like, oh, so young. Right? Like, oh my god. I like every time I like meet like younger like people in like performing industry or cosplayers, I'm like, oh my god. I meet younger cosplayers and I'm like, this is crazy. Because like at one point in time, I was you. What the hell? Back when I was full of way too much confidence in my work. God bless. Feels so old seeing Gen Alpha. Yeah. People tell me that they're like birthdays are like in the 2010s, and I'm like they're like date of birth, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean you're born in 2013? That's crazy. It's you know what I mean? You meet my sister, then she'll kill you? That's crazy. Oh my god. My body feels impossibly heavy. The stupor seems to be gone entirely, lost to the world I just left. But the experience of transference takes a heavy toll on my strength. What I'm incapable of understanding is new gen anime artists using their finger. Right? No, like genuinely, right? I have seen people just sit there on their phones and draw with their fingertips, and I'm like, how did you develop that like ability? Because if I try, it looks tragic. I need my tablet and my tablet pen. I started finger drawing on the iPad, but that was back in like 2013. That's still crazy though. Like, I went from mouse to tablet pen, no in between. How? Yeah, right? Like, how? It's like an insane little talent to have, and I'm like, how did you learn to do it so effortlessly? Because like, my hand does not do that. A lot of patience. Oh my god. To be fair, digital artists in the 2000s were using trackpad for art somehow. I remember I used to have a laptop that had that tiny little button for the mouse, you know what I mean? Like the tiny little button in the middle of the keyboard, and that was the main mouse. And I would try and draw with that, and I hated it. And I would just use the actual mouse. Maury, what the fuck? And then that's why I saved to buy my tablet. And I got like a little cheap Wacom tablet. Like the little cheap tiny ones. I still have like a tiny little cheap one now. What are you? I've got the one by Wacom. And that's what I use now. When it gets used. I barely use it anymore. That thing is like collecting dust. I am not an artist. I am like artist asterisk. But like, that's like, I tried with that when I was younger and I was like, I can't do this, and went back to using a mouse and then saved. So I don't know how people are like brave enough to like continue doing it and do it so well. It's like insane. I find myself unable to do anything but stand idle in the cold, empty room. My tired eyes stare blankly out the window, the moon's dim light reflecting off the bare branches of winter. Silence hangs in the air, moonlight illuminating motes of dust floating in the evening's darkness. Learned to use the pen tool for line art in Photoshop in the OG days. I remember in I think it was 2012, I used to have a copy of like, I can't remember which one, but it was one of the Photoshops. And like, I tried so hard to do art in that, and then I was like, okay, this is driving me insane. And so I got a copy of Psy. Because a lot of people were like, oh, Psy is really good. And then I have never changed since. My life is Psy. I bought Psy too because I was like, yeah, no, like this is for me now. Never been able to change. I tried to change to a different program. It was like that. It's that other really, really popular one at the moment. It's not Procreate. It's the other one that a lot of people really like. I tried to use it, and I think I tried it for 2 days, and then I went back to Psy because I was like, no, I think I'm like too used to Psy at this point that anything different is like so like stressful on my body. Started with GIMP. My housemate. We're not housemates anymore. My housemate uses GIMP still to this day whenever they need to change anything. I think I'm just gonna keep calling them housemate for y'all. Just because it's the same person. We don't live it together anymore, but it's still the same person. My head feels empty, no matter how hard I try to form so much as a fleeting thought. Simple exhaustion, I tell myself. With little desire to do anything else, I begin the walk to the bathroom before settling in for the night. The floor still bears the scars of my work, the book which started it all laying open amid a disorganized desk. I'll get some cleaning supplies and wash off some of the mess, I think to myself. Sometime. I love her. Look at suffering blood.
秋の葉は落ちる。移ろいゆく世界に私たちは抗う運命にある。人間の永遠の愚行に対して、そして冬の雪が舞い降りる。
Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty. What the hell?
Oh, もう来るななんて言わないで。安江にもっと会いたいの。
この世界に初めて来たのが、むしろほのかのような人でよかったわ。
Oh my
私はい
love.
つもどんなに些細なことでも
I
世
love
の中を
Shino.
正したいって思ってる。
あの生活を裏で支えていたものを知ってからは、自分の手が血で汚れているように思えてならなかった。
結構よ。私を憎みたければ憎み。
Okay, it's fine.
A Tithe in Blood. 血のちぎり。
She was so old. Crazy. Act 1, scene 2. I need to remember to keep looking at what scenes. Yunahara's also old. Oh my god. Wells hair kicks feet. Oh my god, that's crazy. What? Oh my god. Like, oh my god. That's so crazy. With the taste of coffee from the station lingering in my mouth, I idly watch the scenery scroll by with weary eyes. Another day begins, my daily routine now so deeply ingrained that getting to the university requires little more than muscle memory. 2 more scenes for the demo, but also you have the full game, right? I do. As I said at the start, like, oh my god. So I was like, I need to like pay attention to which scenes I'm on. Oh, hi, Cinder. Can you not block the screen, please? Hang on, I have a cat that has just decided to stand right in the middle of the screen. Honey, can you step? Can you step? Can you step? Step? Oi. Girl, if you do not move, come on. Oh, ow. Thank you. Cat wants old women too. Crazy. You can get in line. While I may want to visit Yasue again, practicing blood magic won't be possible until my body has some more time to recover. Until then, I have little choice but to live out another day in this world. How many days does it take for you to recover from like naturally from like blood loss? Now I'm curious. How many days does she have to wait? I count it among my worst traits, but I've always had a tendency to eavesdrop. My attention drifts from one conversation between passengers to another, living vicariously through others without the bother of involvement in their lives. Others seem to be in a good mood from overheard clips of conversation. One salaryman talks to another about looking forward to the end of the week being a Friday. Schoolboys chat about their plans for the weekend and the new game they're into. My life may have stopped, but those of others have kept moving. Plucking my phone from my bag for a distraction, I begin to check various messaging apps to get across what I've missed. Plans are made and rumors spread while cute pictures and jokes are posted. While I might have tried to keep in contact with friends from previous schooling, we inevitably drifted apart without the connection of being classmates. These days, such morning browsing just covers the day's news and message boards threads. It's funny how different this is to Yasuo's time. She couldn't... The screeching of the train's brakes put an abrupt halt to my thoughts. People yelping in surprise at the unexpected shuddering. The stop is so sudden that I'd have fallen if not for putting a foot out before me. The momentary chaos at an end, I right myself and slip my phone back into my bag. Discontented passengers question and murmur as the train comes to a stop, far from any station, soon quieting as a monotone voice from above echoes about the carriage. Oh. Yep. Modern day shadows are also more monochrome black and white, while the Meiji era ones have a bit of a color. That's cool, actually. I like that distinction. The short, almost curt message only causes more consternation among the passengers. Others around me begin to quietly chat between themselves, some wondering if a train ahead of us broke down, or if the bitter cold has caused line problems. Some wonder aloud if someone's died, the scandalous excitement to their whisper barely hidden. Seconds turn to minutes, the train showing no signs of moving for some time yet. The more impatient passengers pace about the aisle, though most settle into reading books or phones. With the heat inside only growing more stifling, I look out at the snow-covered world outside with some longing. As I do, a movement catches my eye from the tracks below. I want to go to a place with snow one day. Oh? Catching a glimpse of blue, I realize I've seen something I shouldn't have. A man in light blue coveralls slowly makes his way along the gravel towards the front of the train, his face downcast. Dirty gloves hold a large roll of blue tarpaulin under his right arm. Yeah. Yep. I've seen that material in the news. There's only one reason it would be used here and now. Suddenly finding myself restless, I turn back towards the other passengers. All that faces me is a scene of mild discontent at their mundane routine disrupted, ignorant to the cause. Without anything to do with the knowledge I have, I simply take out my phone and begin to scroll through the news feeds once more. And so, one more passenger discontently waits for their routine to resume. Okay. I'm gonna be normal. The day slowly draws to an end. My last daylight hours spent in the university library as they often are. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna be normal. This is stunning. What the hell? How much did you cry doing this? Because this is phenomenal, but that is so many books. Oh my god. Oh my god. This one wasn't too bad? What do you mean? Mari, there's a cheat. What do you mean there's a cheat? There is so many books there. Also, the lighting. Oh my god, the golden glow of sunset is... Oh my god. The golden hour is just beautiful. Like, oh my god. You can draw a set of books and copy paste. Is that what y'all did? But they look so distinctly different though. Wait, now I'm curious. But they look all different. Like, I'm trying to glance for like a repeating pattern, but there's no... Like, okay, so like, I'm using the yellow end books to see if I can like figure a pattern to it. Like, there's also brushes you can make. That's crazy. Y'all are insane. Like, slash positive. Y'all are insane. What? What the hell? Hang on. I need to do this. You can use Photoshop color jitter for random color variants. What? That's so cool. What the hell? Mario would manually fill color. That's the problem. I would. There was one time I had to do a like really like detailed background for something. And I did. I manually colored them all in one by one. The way that y'all have these amazing little like tricks and tips are like crazy, because I just sit there and I don't use anything different than my like pencil tool, my brush tool, and my watercolor tool. So like when y'all are like, oh, you can do this, this, and this, I'm like, I am using all of my like programs so incorrectly. I remember the one time I streamed art, everyone just cried. They were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just doing art, hee hee hee. And then I never did it again. 3D is also a really incredible resource that webtoon artists use. Oh. You can import SketchUp backgrounds to Blender and get nice lighting that way. What? That's crazy. That's amazing. Oh my god. Like, the way that these just look so alive is just incredible. Lessens the chance of carpal tunnel too, so you know. Well, joke's on you. I already have carpal tunnel in both wrists. Because I what was it? What's it called? I hand modeled over 100 butterflies out of wire in 48 hours. When I should have used a tool for it, I used my hands. So it's too late for me. I was stupid when I was a kid, I feel. I don't know how to use Blender, but I used to do Interior House and SKP before because it's easier than AutoCAD. Or VFX for like battle effects and flower brush. Oh my god. What? You can get... Oh my god, okay. Wait, that sounds so cool. What the hell? Oh no. Oh, the story of that was like... I literally had to like finish because I was like studying art and we had to do sculptures using wire, and so I had to like make 100 butterflies because I wanted to do like it was like meant to be what's it called surrealist. It was surrealism art. So I was doing this specific thing. It ended up my plus side is it did go into a gallery in my state for a period of time. So I did actually, it paid off. I now sometimes have to wear a brace because of it. But my art got to go into the gallery. You sound like you have the right kind of friend to get into making the ends. Oh no. Let's go! Put me in. I'm ready. I am as you would I can't make the joke. I was gonna make the joke of I've been reading for a very I'm an avid reader for a very long time when it comes to stuff. Reading, indeed. I have a passion for reading. I can't even, like... It's an inside joke and I know that Addie's not gonna understand it. But I love reading. I say that, but I touched one of my projects that I haven't, like, I'm 2 years behind on finishing recently. And, like, I managed to read 2K words in an hour, and I went, yeah, all right. And then I put it down, and then I haven't touched it since. Just like Aspen. Exactly! I love reading, just like Aspen. But I was like, yeah, I feel inspired. I'm gonna work on reading this project. And then I did. And then I sent it to a friend, and they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I finally touched it again. And they were like, thanks. Wow. Love that. And I'm like, yeah, just for you. And I'm like, just delete this. I was like, okay. Nice reading, sweet. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. I need to get better at my reading count because I'm starting to fall behind. I used to be able to do more in an hour, but I'm falling behind big time because I stopped doing it. I used to read every day to try and meet, like, reading counts, and then I got distracted because I started streaming regularly, and so, like, I kind of fell behind a little bit. And now I have people messaging me like, so have you finished this reading project? And I'm like, sure. Sure. Insane. So true. But yeah, I technically, because of the Red Panda fundraiser, like, thing, we've assigned ourselves roles. And so for the promised visual novel, I have been given my specific role, and it's going to be very funny because it is exactly the role that you think it's going to be. And I'm very excited because it means that I'm going to have to read... Wait, that sentence doesn't work. I'm going to have to read myself in it, and that doesn't work as a sentence, but please understand. Oh my god. Who's going to be Heather? Oh my god. We're assigning ourselves characters from the writing club. Tag yourself. I'm Millie. Oh no. Also, by the way, Millie is getting, like, she has developed a really funny habit. Every time I open the door, she just yells, and she's almost perfectly settled in now. It's so good. It's like a sub-insert figure. Real. Oh no. My god. Me x Millie. Let's go. Yippee. Oh my god. What if book club streams? That'd be crazy. I still need to finish that really cursed stream. You adopted Millie twofold. Addie. Oh my god. Okay, so Addie. I recently adopted a cat because I needed to get a cat that's slightly younger than Cinder because I'm going to be getting another cat at the end of the year. And Cinder is at the age now where getting a kitten will cause a lot more stress on her. So I did a lot of research and I was like, oh, I'm gonna, like, get a cat that's a little bit closer in, like, the between for the two ages, because it helps with Cinder, because that way she's not babysitting a kitten and not getting overwhelmed. And that way there's, like, two cats that'll be able to help her, because I did a lot of research on that, and a lot of rescues are like, yeah, this is what we recommend. Like, if you're getting a kitten and you have a senior cat, because Cinder's classed as a senior now, which was crazy to me, get a younger one. So I was looking at rescues, and they had this gorgeous little cat, and she's 5 years old. And she had crippling anxiety. Like, crippling anxiety. Which I thought was so funny. So I adopted her. Her adoption name was Nozomi. And I was like, is that a Love Live reference? And they're like, no. And I was like, damn. And then we decided that she was kind of fitting for Millie because she was crippling anxiety. She was very overly stressed at everything. And now she's super cuddly and clingy and affectionate. So I was like, Millie. It was either going to be Millie, Imogen, or possibly Claudine, but we decided Millie. Can't believe you thought Millie didn't have enough trauma yet to make her a middle child too. It's like character growth, you know what I mean? Look, she was so perfect for it. And she's a little tortoise shell, but like a very dilute tortoise shell. She's still like, she's mostly settled in now, and she screams at me like very excitedly and very loudly because she's like, oh my god, you're finally here, give me attention. But then she gets overwhelmed because she used to be a street cat. So like she was very much so a feral cat who's getting used to living in a home. So then she gets overwhelmed and then she's like, don't fucking touch me. And I'm like, yeah, that's Millie. I've had enough character growth, I just want things to go well now. Exactly. And like she's got like a little cut in her ear from where she's obviously had like a street fight with another cat. So like she's got her like traumatic past that she's growing from, and now she's just settling into a perfect life. She's still not sure of Cinder, so like she's still getting used to Cyndaquil, but we're hoping and praying that they'll figure out their stuff before Pyrrha comes home, because I got the confirmation that I'm probably getting Pyrrha at the end of the year if the like whole thing goes well and they get a little girl. And then I'm gonna have my 3 girls and Mr. Moot. It's gonna be funny. Mr. Moot is my dog, by the way. He is a Malamute, that's why he's Mr. Moot. But yeah, that's the Millie story. That's the Millie context. So it doesn't sound weird when I'm like, yeah, Millie, like, when... I had to start giving her a slow feeder because like 3 times she ate so fast that she brought it up, and I was like, okay, that's enough. Is Pyrrha a Ruby reference? It sure is. Pyrrha is going to be a Somali cat, specifically a tawny red Somali, and I'm very excited. She is gonna be very expensive, but I was like, you know what, I've got 2 rescues, and then I'm gonna get my fancy little Pyrrha. And it's perfect for her, do you know what I mean? Like, red cat, fluffy tail. Oh, she's gonna be beautiful. I'm so excited. And Pyrrha is best girl, so I'm winning. Yeah, exactly. So I've got Cinder from Ruby, and I'm gonna have Pyrrha from Ruby, and it's a choice. Mr. Moot's middle name is Jean. Literally. His government middle name on his papers is Jean. I actually never heard that's fucked up. So it's gonna be an interesting household. And at least Millie isn't following this trend. We could have named her to follow the Ruby theme, but I was like, she's a Millie. She's a Millie or an Imogen. We considered Elia briefly. But every time I'd say Elia, she wouldn't respond. But if I say Millie to her from day 1, she'd meow back. And I was like, okay, well, she picked that name. I love her. It's true, I stopped watching Ruby. Oh no. I feel like a lot of people got to that specific episode in Volume 3 and experienced a lot of emotional pain. It gets worse. Oh my god, does it get worse? Emotionally, it's all downhill from there. But like in a funny haha way. Man, I sure hope nothing bad happens. Look, I saw that, wanted to watch more. That's crazy. It's like stopping Honkai after Himiko dies. Oh, Himiko. A lot of people do stop out there, though. Like, I know a few people that have stopped after the Himiko one. Ah, oh, Himiko. Emotions. The desk where... I need to look in, wait. The desk where the elderly librarian once sat lies empty, her shawl left draped over the chair's back as a small, perhaps unintended tribute. Ever since she retired, the school had struggled to hire another. The 2 of us had shared a silent agreement. I often remained in the library long past closing time, allowed to study while providing quiet company to the old lady as she worked to close up for the day. I enjoyed our quiet coexistence, free from expectations of more. A book sliding into place on a shelf ahead rouses me from my reverie. The new librarian busily working away. One Shino Kikuchi according to the email, which introduced the newest member of staff. Only hired in the last month, she is a stark difference from her elder in so many ways, not the least of which being her age. If I had to guess, she'd be in her early 20s at most. I love her. I love. But this is Shira. This is Shira. This is becoming emotionally attached to this woman because she looks like my mama. Shina's right up, please give her eyebrows. Big fan, honestly. Also, Mori, can you write down that guide to raid for me? Because I'm absolutely gonna lose that. At least one thing is alike between them. She too lets me stay well into the evenings. Perhaps the old librarian passed a note to her. I'm thankful in any case. I hate being an imposition, but the school provides a far better environment for studying, given the solitude and loneliness of my faraway home. Looking back down to the book before me, a mundane bit of research material for my course, the words begin to dance as I try to read. The more I try to focus on the passages, the more my thoughts skate away. The same happened with lectures throughout the day. One shudder or another in those last moments before the train stopped was what a human's life ending feels like. In that instant, their wanderings in this world ended. Yet, I have no other to tell. The same goes for the bandages running up my arm. They serve as an ever-present reminder of how little I have in common with anyone around me.
もっと早くに言っとくべきだったよね。付き合ってくれてありがとう。
Yeah? Oh my god. So true. The unexpected voice from the shelves ahead makes my head jerk upwards. I hadn't realized how rattled I've been from the morning's experience. My heart now only returning to its normal pace now that I have a distraction. Do you know who will really hyperfixate on her? Neki. Hear me out. I feel like for Neki, this is gonna be Neki's favorite character. Like, I have that feeling. I have the feeling. See? Yeah, right? Like, the vision is there. Yeah, no, big, yeah. So forehead, leave her forehead alone. Oh my god. Like so many others, the woman wears a smile so easily. I can't help but muse how odd she looks for a librarian. From her athletic clothing to how every movement belies a barely suppressed energy. Can't play tic-tac-toe? No!
長居させてくれてありがとう。
Evidently bored of her remedial work in shelving books, Shino takes my reply as an invitation to have a proper conversation. Setting down the book in her hand, she comes over and spins a chair about, sitting herself sideways in a rather inelegant way. Oh. I mean, that's crazy. While the relationship between Yasuo and I may have a certain push and pull as we feel out each other's boundaries, Shino has no such concerns. Even now, her bright eyes move from me to the textbook in my hands, happily seizing and opening to get closer to me. Well, hi, ma'am.
イタリア語を読めるの？すごいじゃん。私も言語はいくつか知ってるよ。世界とつながってるって感じがするよね。
Oh my god.
そうかも。私は単位のためだけど。
So she wants to chat. That too is a difference between Shino and the previous librarian. One I like rather less. Something throws me off about her. All the more so now that we're close. I can't quite put my finger on it though, making me feel bad once again for being so distrustful towards someone so friendly. I mean, I'm grateful that she's talking. I think she should keep doing that. As if in answer to my want to end the conversation, a playful ping resounds from Chino's pocket. Her hand dives into her pocket, quickly retrieving her phone to examine the message. Her face lights up as she starts reading, the woman looking like a child given a new toy as she begins scrolling. something or another with her full attention. I don't particularly mind, we all have our appointments and such. A minute or so later, she fumbles with the on-screen Kana keyboard, slowly dragging her thumb across the grid to carefully type in her reply. Noticing my slightly baffled staring upon sending her message, she gives a grin. Hang on. I might just say I'm a very big fan. Yeah, big fan. Big fan.
こういうのって本当にすごいよね。一昔前はただのチャットスペースだったのに、今じゃサイバースペース全部がポケットの中に収まるんだもん。世界中の誰とでも簡単につながれるし、図書館の蔵書も丸ごと収容できちゃう。
I love that we're like small talking about a phone. I love her. Her stealing character to doom scroll is insane. What an antiquated way of speaking. I've never heard cyberspace used by anyone, at least not without a thick sense of irony. Without intending to, I let my confusion show on my face. You just know that like the people who really like gimmick accounts, if this had came out in like 2015, so many people would have made a fan Twitter of just pretending to be her. I will never forget. Oh my god, there was actually like official like companies as well that used to do it. Because I'll never forget Carmilla, the series, like the YouTube series. They created Twitters for like Laura, Carmilla, and all of that, and they would do like fake tweets. I miss that era so bad. I need my fictional characters to just say insane shit. Did you know about the official Aspen Twitter? Hand it over. Hand it over. I think maybe? I don't know. Hand it over. That's for me. That's for me. That's my favorite thing. Hand it over right now. What an antiquated way of speaking. I've never heard cyberspace used by anyone, at least not without a thick sense of irony. Without intending to, I let my confusion show on my face.
あれ、なんか変なこと言ったかな?
I would make Facebook accounts to pretend to be my favorite characters. Oh my god, I remember those days. I used to have a social media account for an OC of mine, because that was like a way to be able to do like silly online stuff without having like your name attached back then. Ugh. Respect the person who did the Persona 3 roleplay live journal series. Right, like I miss that era of social media because like it just hit so differently back then. I miss the, oh my god, our characters from this series, they have social media. Look at them live tweeting this situation. Isn't that crazy? I miss it. I need it. It is so... We are experiencing such a loss that it does not happen anymore. I need my fictional women live tweeting about the sun. I'm just saying.
別に。ただ、最近はみんなスマホに慣れてると思ってたから。
Like, that era would eat her up right now. Oh, thank you for handing me that. Aspen notes. Oh. Wait, let me... This is for me. Give me a second, chat. I am now following Yippee! 2021. And if I cry... I missed out. This is so fucked up. I just looked at what the account is following. Honestly, daily writing tips, so true. Oh man. God damn, I missed out. Oh, damn it. I would have been eating this shit up in the day. God damn it. She quickly puts her phone away into a pocket and takes to her feet once more, slightly embarrassed for my picking up on it.
ああ、それは なんていうか
Damn it.
私はほら田舎育ちだからこういうのを使うようになったのってつい最近のことでさコンピューター
I suppose being a country bumpkin would explain it. Though I thought even the most remote corners of Japan would at least have the cheaper smartphones around by now. Look at her, she's so perfect. If someone like Shino finds phones so exciting, maybe Yasui will too. Getting any signal for internet access is obviously a non-starter though.
じゃあどうして都会に来たの？
That's when you like download a whole heap of stuff and you're like, okay, how do you think about this? What do you think about this meme?
一言で言えば冒険かな。いろんな仕事を転々としてその時々に興味があることをやってる。
Okay, I have a specific vision. Do y'all know that tweet where it's like the person giving the Victorian era person a phone, being like, "Do you understand this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And it's like something about wait. 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 I need to like. It's a very specific. Hang on. Fuck, what was it? Oh no, there's like a very specific meme that would go so hard as a redraw with our women in particular, and I can't remember the full of it. No! This is terrible. This is tragic. What was it? No, what was it? It was, Wait. Hang on. I swear I liked it recently because I thought it was funny as hell that it came back again. I can't find it. No. Where did it go? It was something about like someone had like tweeted about like, oh, this would kill a Victorian era child, and someone like retweeted with a meme about like giving like a Victorian era person a phone and being like, oh, do you understand this? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, and the food? And they're like, yeah, it's all right. It's such a funny thing, and I think it would go so hard for the girls. I'm gonna have to find it off the stream. It's real, it exists. I swear it exists. And I think it would be so funny as a redraw for the girls. I can't do it because I'm not an artist. But it would be so funny if it existed. Damn it. I'm gonna have to try and find it off the stream. I'm gonna go insane until I find it. It's fine. I'm gonna find it later. Just you wait. It's gonna happen. Okay, I'll try and find it off the stream.
ここの仕事も次が見つかるまでのつなぎってこと？どれくらいいるの？
She gives a simple shrug.
飽きるまでかな。
What an odd attitude. I'd vaguely heard of people who drift from job to job as their whims take them. But this is my first time meeting someone like that. I'd be lying if I said I weren't a little envious of her approach to things.
それって大変じゃない？
別に心のありようさえずれてなければ生きるのはぐんと楽になるよ。これだって思える生き方があればいいよね。私はいつもどんなちっぽけなことでも正しい形にできたらなって思ってる。軸さえぶれなきゃ目の前で起きてることもあんまり気にならなくなるんじゃないかな。
Imagine having that mentality. That would be like insane. Like, you know, her words are said with such innocent naivete that I'm thrown off by the strange woman before me. It's not that I disbelieve that a drive to accomplish something is good, but more that it's hard to believe someone when they so earnestly cling to it. Practically anything I've gotten myself into of late would be problematic to actually discuss with someone else, leaving me with nothing to continue the conversation. Thus, the distance between myself and others grows that little bit more. Her. That isn't to say the carefree librarian is wrong, though. If there's any cause, any simple thing I can believe in, it's freeing Yasue from that sealed world. She of all people doesn't deserve that fate. And I alone have the knowledge to even find her. Prompted by the thought of Yasue, my mind soon begins wandering of its own accord. If Shino wants to talk, I might as well try to get something useful out of her.
魔術師のこと何か知ってる？
急に話題が変わったね。
ついこの前医者をやってる魔術師の記事を読んだの。それでちょっと気になって。
That's not entirely a lie. The odd news article or documentary about mages catches my eye these days, now that I know one. Oh, she is, isn't she? Shino shifts about, discomforted by the subject. She quickly tries to paper over her reaction upon realizing I've noticed.
気になる存在ではあるよね。珍しいから実際に魔術を使っているところなんてなかなかお目にかかれないし。
That's something a mage would say.
それもそうだけど、全く違う人生を歩んできた人がすぐそばにいるのに、誰もそれに気づかないって不思議だなって、そう思わない？
平均的な魔術師は普通の人とあまり変わらない。なのに魔術に不信感を持たれちゃうのは残念だよね。この町の魔術師は目立たないようにしてるみたいだけど。それに力の強い魔術師となれば話は別じゃない？ヨーロッパだともっと堂々と暮らしてるみたいだし、古くから続く血統の魔術師は城を持ってることもある。自然の法則を破れるなら政府が手出しできる相手じゃないしね。
You know, standing there like, haha, that's so crazy. Imagine being a mage. Couldn't be me, right?
だからこそみんな魔術師に対して慎重になるんだろうね。異質なものを恐れるのは人の常だもん。
I cast Fireball, fucked up. I can only imagine how powerful a mage must have been to seal away a whole portion of the world. The entirety of old Sapporo and its people, carved away from reality and lingering for an eternity. How anyone there hasn't gone mad is beyond me. Shino's earnestness is no less visible on this topic than the last. Her angst over people's dislike of mage is quite clear. She hardly seems the type to hide her feelings, earning her some degree of trust. Even if I do dislike her nosiness. Realizing the time is getting on as the sun begins to set further, I file away Shino as a potential source of information as I get up and slide the book into my bag.
もう帰るの？
疲れすぎないうちに帰らなきゃ。今日も長居させてくれてありがとう。
いつでも大歓迎。広い図書館で一人きり、延々と本を片付け続けるだけなんて寂しいもん。
With that, I give an appreciative nod before pulling my coat from the seat and slinging it over my shoulders, my bag following before I start shuffling out the library. It wasn't a lie that I needed to head back before I got too tired, but the reason goes unsaid. Tonight, I'll renew my efforts on studying my other reading material. If I'm to devote myself to some cause or another, then that cause will be something only I can do. My concerns already begin to feel fleeting as I focus myself on the task ahead. For now, my purpose in life will be freeing Yasue from her gilded cage. And it's like, Yumari reading? Oh my god, so true! Yay, reading! Act 1, Scene 3. We're hardly on to Scene 3! I fear I might be a yapper. Aren't these like isn't a scene like 20 or so minutes long normally? Like 20 to 30? Right. that... Isn't that normally how it goes? Oh no. Oh no. Scene 1 is quite long. Okay. Okay, I feel a little bit better about myself. The first scene is okay. Oh, thank God. Oh God. Oh God. We are figuring this out now. Oh my God. Sword and spear ring out as they clash, voices bellowing and men falling as their vibrant cloth swirls about in the violence. No less vivid are the heartfelt expressions from the deepest fury to the most devastating anguish. From my seat in the audience, I watch on silently with rapt fascination. Chushingura, a tale of 47 Ronin and their quest to avenge their master, caught between loyalty to their late lord and duty to the shogunate. The story reaches its bloody conclusion, the villain cut down and their lord's spirit at peace. For going against the shogun, however, all will sacrifice themselves for their deeds. It's a stirring performance, the actors' heartfelt cries and gestures feeling more visceral than any picture on a screen. Like most my age, I'd thought theatre a little old-fashioned, obsoleted by movies and TV shows. How wrong I was. Previous stream would have ended. I did it in 2:20. Okay. The crowd's applause, joined by my own, echoes about as the heavy curtain draws across the stage, another fine work coming to an end. The play is apparently frequently performed here, being very popular in its time and a favorite of Yasui. It's no wonder either. This is a heartfelt tale of honor in an era in search of a cause. In the tumultuous upheaval of a feudal society becoming a modern imperial power, it's inevitable that many would remember a simpler, somewhat fictional past. Chushingura even resonates with someone like me. It isn't that honor doesn't exist anymore in my own time, albeit in a different form, but that it's distant, something you only hear about on the news. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. The curtains soon withdraw once more, slowly revealing the performers and their director. Yasui stands at the center of the stage, bowing with so many men flanking her. Some are sturdy, while others are slender. Some elegant, and others brutish. She's so beautiful. I'm like... Oh my god. All natures and appearances are represented, each having given their all in the grand play. Oh! Yet, not one of the actors was human. CG was drawn by Addie. I am very obsessed. I'm just saying. Another round of applause ensues from the crowd, who are no less delighted by the illusion than the performance itself. Of course, I'm among them. No matter how many times I see it, Yasui's magic still amazes me. I think I remember during the demo sitting here for ages talking about the lighting because I am very obsessed with the lighting. I'm sorry, I'm always coming back to lighting. I'm just a very big fan of like lighting. Like I'm like a normal about it. I feel very normal about lighting in an art piece. I swear. With little to occupy myself with following the play, and little desire to intrude in the lives of others, I quietly wait for Yasui outside the large venue, a task made easier by the cool night air. I like lighting too. Oh my god, it's so... I feel a very, like, normal way about lighting in an artwork. And photography too. Like, there is so much you can get story-wise by just lighting alone. Lighting can really set a scene and really pull it together. And I think that's phenomenal. I'm very obsessed. We originally didn't have the night variant of this background anywhere else in the game, so we changed the scene to night. Amazing. Time check. Thank you. That's a good point. With little to occupy myself with following the play and little desire to intrude in the lives of others, I quietly wait for Yasue outside the large venue, a task made easier by the cool night air. Life goes by slowly here. That contrast is one of the most jarring things about our two worlds. Even the most patient modern people have a sense of urgency about them. They're always thinking of things they need to do, people to meet, and used to read. See, we just talked about lighting and I'm like obsessed again. I feel a very normal way, I swear. Here, the old man urging his horse on simply pines for a meal and bath. His day's work over. The windows are so eye-catching. I keep like looking at them and I'm like, oh my. As Yasue finally leaves the venue, I call out to her. The way her shoulders relax a little when she sees me waiting doesn't go missed.
楽しんでもらえたかしら?
My god, I think she likes you.
ええ、とても。普段歌舞伎や舞台なんて無縁の生活だけど、それでも感動したよ。
Yasue at night. Yasue gives an indulgent smile at the praise, the two of us starting on our way down the street. It's hard to believe the road we walk is the very same one I have so often visited downtown. The street layout uncannily familiar. Even as we walk, the odd passerby gives an appreciative bow or word of thanks to Yasue. Her only response each time is a humble, almost shy bow. Yasue must be one of those grand mages Shino mentioned. Yet she herself never mentioned how powerful she was. She's allowed all the power as a treat. Far from finding herself flustered by those around us, she instead turns to me for conversation.
一つ聞きたいことがあるの。現代でもまだ歌舞伎は人気があるのかしら?
Oh.
私の劇場はまだ残っていて?
Oh, darling girl. I feel a little pained by her clear hope for a different answer than I can give. In a world of movies, phones, and streaming, theatre is largely relegated to the more culturally refined. Modernity continued, unquestioned. Her theatre is little more than a small plaque in the real world, one of the many minor landmarks commuters unknowingly walk by every day. Were it not for Yasue's interest in the topic, I wouldn't have noticed the unremarkable sign myself. Said plaque never mentioned Yasue, though. Odd for someone who seems to have practically created the venue's reputation.
今はいろんなエンタ、娯楽があるから、劇場に通ってるのは年配の方が多いかな。でも、本州だとまだ観客は多い方。札幌は本州ほどじゃないけど、アマチュアのって素人上がりの人たちの歌舞伎が時々上演されてる。
I try to put as positive a spin on it as I can, but the slight clouding to her expression is enough to see I failed. It's difficult to communicate just how much she's missed in over 100 years, much of it harrowing and depressing. Trying to move the topic to more palatable ground, I speak first.
ねえ、いろんな魔術は使えるのに、どうして歌舞伎に使おうと思ったの？
魔術師というのはね、時々妙なことをしたがるものなの。私たちの本質は普通の社会ではあまり受け入れられないものだから、関わりを持たずに生きているうちに変容していく。でも皆が私の術に目を輝かせているのを見て、歌舞伎を生業にしようと心に決めたの。
I'm so in love.
妹にも普通の人々と関わっていきたいという思いがあればよかったのに。
Who's your sister, Yasue? Who's your sister? She never mentioned she had a sister. Even now, her words more mumbled to herself than directed towards me.
魔術師ってあんまりいなさそう。私、あなたに会うまで一人も知らなかった。
Love it when women talk. Facts! Say it louder. So true.
札幌のことしかわからないけれど、そうね。区内に数十人いるかどうかというところかしら。ほとんどは力を隠して過ごしているか、 人里離れた場所でひっそりと暮らしているから正確な数はわからないの。
自分の力に気づいていない人がいる可能性は？
Yasue gives a reflexive snort at the idea, the crude amusement at odds with her otherwise calm and collected nature. She soon answers my confused reaction.
それは考えられないわ。視力に気づいていないも同然だもの。魔術師が自分の魔術の感覚に気づかないなんてありえないことよ。
あ、そうなんだ。ごめん、私本当に何も知らなくて。
そうでしょうね。でもあなたはこの閉ざされた世界をやすやすと行き来しているようね。
I think to myself about how to communicate such a thing, ending up with another clumsy analogy just as Yasue had used.
一言で言えば石を握ってるような感覚かな。手を離すだけだから元の世界に戻るのは簡単。でもこっちの世界に来るのは地面にある石を浮かせるような感じ。今は確実にできるけどやっぱりまだ実感は湧かない。って言えば分かってもらえるかな。
ええ、実に理にかなっているわね。私も魔術について聞かれたらそう説明すると思う。
Lord. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm such a big fan. Oh my god. I am a big fan. Okay, when you do the eye thing. I'm a big fan. With this, she emphasizes her point by conjuring a fan into her hand.
魔術は物理法則に反するもの。私たちは現実を否定しているわけだから、現実は何であれ、魔術を使われることに反作用を生じさせる。
Oh my god.
だから魔術の効果を維持させるには力を込め続けなくてはならないの。ほのかの言葉を借りれば、石を浮かべておくにはしっかり握っておくというところでしょうね。
Okay, I'm so curious because I love the decision to go from like the grayish silver eyes to like the golden yellow eyes when the magic is like, I love that design choice. It's like rattling in my brain, like feral thoughts.
そして手を緩めると
Do the eye change thing again. With this, her fan dematerializes in a moment.
石が地面に落ちる
I Cinder, do not.
ということ。もしかしたら
Oh my
あなたは
god.
自分で思っているよりも魔術のことをよく分かっているのかもしれないわね。
No, no, not for you. Not for you.
そんなまだまだ知らなきゃいけないことだらけだよ。私質問してばかりだよね。嫌ならごめん。
I hope we get like a law reasoning for the eye change. If not, that's fine too. But like, I'm going insane. Did she eat something? No, she wanted to like touch the keyboard. So I'm like, not for you. We don't touch the keyboard.
とんでもない。あなたの好奇心は素敵よ。お友達に聞いたことは？
No, not for you. You are not the streamer, young lady.
友達なんていないよ。誰かと仲良くなれる性格でもないし。
あら、私にはそうは思えないけれど。実はね、この世界に来るのがわざと年だけを積んですっかり傲慢になった年寄りの魔術師だったらどうしようかと心配していたの。
Well, lucky for you. She gives an earnest smile to show her sincerity. Maybe it's only our being forced together by these strange circumstances. But having the company of Yasue is something I'm grateful for. For all she accepts my questioning of her, Yasue never pries into my own affairs. Besides, everyone would seem approachable to her. So many walk up to Yasue in the streets, the powerful mage thinking nothing of speaking to them as equals. It would be so easy to become aloof and arrogant with that kind of power. Oh, say hi, Disco! Hello, hello! She's so easygoing and has so many skills and interests. In every way, Yasue is a far better person than I. How unfair it is that someone like her instead of me would be so cruelly sealed away. As we turn a corner, Yasue's soft voice speaks again.
もう一つ聞きたいことがあったの。どうして私を強い魔術師だと思ったの？比べられる魔術師の知り合いなんていないでしょ？
大学の新しい師匠がおしゃべり好きだから魔術のこと聞いてみたの。自分が使うもののことは知っておきたいし。
まあ、大学生なのね。すごいわ。何を勉強しているのか聞いてもいいかしら？
I'm a little taken aback by Yasue's excitement before remembering the context. University must have been rare to get into in her time, let alone for a woman.
人文学よ。主に文学ね。
あら、この世界が役に立ちそうだこと。
Oh my god, she's beautiful.
西洋文学なの。
Western literature. The expression! Wait.
西洋文学なの。
I don't remember that. The pace of the conversation comes to a stop. Yasue left with an awkward smile. We almost find a common wavelength so often, only to miss by so little each time. I'm sorry, that delivery was incredible. Oh my god. Then again, if it hadn't been for my interest in European literature, I'd never have ordered that book on blood magic. Wouldn't have had the patience to slowly read through the handwritten pages either. My well-thumbed Italian dictionary at hand all the while.
ここで聞いた情報を使わせてもらうとしても、参考文献一覧にどう書けばいいの？友達から聞いた話とか？
A friend? How dare you?
あら、友達はいないんじゃなかったの？
I love this expression. She's so... I'm holding her like a ferret right now. That was a cheap rhetorical trap, and her teasing face shows she knows it. That said, I find myself rolling the idea around in my mind like a sweep. The thought suddenly comes to mind that I brought something along, thanks to chatting Machino days earlier. My hand dives into my pocket to retrieve my phone, but before I can show it to her, a cheerful red packet slips out and falls to the ground first. Yasue's curiosity takes control as she quickly stoops down and takes it in her hands.
これは？
あ、それ今まですっかり忘れちゃってた。チョコレートを持ってきたの。
It is that meme. It's the fern and the snack meme. Oh my god. Yasue hardly hears me, entirely captivated by the relic of my world as she turns the packet this way and that. She's probably unable to read the English branding, and unused to the modern packaging to begin with. It's a little charming, actually. She's hardly shy about her bewilderment, instead happily playing with the foil edges and trying to make sense of the slogans and marketing.
チョコレート。聞いたことがあるわ。確か東京で売られている薬だったかしら。それがとうとう北海道にも来たの？
これは薬じゃなくてただの食べ物よ。お菓子って言えばいいかな。
I love her. She's not making a secret of wanting to eat it, very visibly stopping herself from asking. I feel like a mother whose kid is begging at the store.
食べていいよ。高くないものだし。
We're giving her chocolate. Chat, we're winning. I'm a little startled by how quickly she begins to work on the wrapper and how clumsily she rips it apart. It's easy to forget just how ingrained so many everyday things are to a modern person, like the specific way packets are designed to open. No sooner does she take a mouthful of the chocolate inside than her face lights up in delight.
とっても甘いのね。
She continues munching away, raising her free hand to poorly hide her chewing mouth.
現代には本当に素敵なものがたくさんあるのね。
Oh, I love her so much. So Yasue has a sweet tooth. I wonder when sugary treats reached Hokkaido. She might have only ever had bean and rice-based confectionery. Sugar would be terribly sweet compared to anything she's had before. As she savors the last few morsels from the packet, I reach in and take the phone from my pocket once more, usually having left it charging when I came here in the past. Yasue gulps down the last of her chocolate as I bring it up between us, her puzzled face reflecting off its shiny black screen. Hi cuties! Hello, thank you for the check-in! What did the fisherman say to their partner? You're officially the catcher. Oh my lord. Okay, that one's a good one, I'll give you that. She jerks back a little in surprise as the screen lights up. Eager to see what she makes of it, I unlock the phone and hand it over to her. Quick, give her YouTube.
電話よ。
電話？
触っていいよ。この画面に触れたらいろんなことができるから。
I give a couple of taps here and there to show her opening an app and such, before Yasue gives it a try for herself. I don't think she quite understands it all, but her face lights up as she slowly gets the hang of it. As Yasue fiddles about, she manages to discover moving things by dragging left and right, and opening controls by tapping completely by herself. I'm surprised she worked it out so quickly, but I suppose she's still just human. It's not like I understand how a phone really works, I just use it.
あら、これは？
Oh my god, a camera. As she lowers the phone for me to see, it appears Yasue's managed to open the camera app, the viewfinder currently pointed down at our feet.
最近の携帯電話はね、カメラとしても使えるの。ほら、このボタンを押せば写真を撮れるよ。
The idea seems to have stumped an already perplexed Yasue. Oh my god, selfies! I take the phone back to guide her through how the camera works, changing to the front camera and holding it up to show both of us on screen. It's admittedly a little clumsy, I've never been one for selfies, and keep trying to move the phone the wrong way to keep us in the shot. The look of sheer glee on Yasue's face when it all clicks for her, though, as seen on the screen before us, makes it all worth it. I can't help but smile as the absurdity of the situation as the two of us crowd into the swaying frame. That's so... With some difficulty, I managed to somehow maneuver a finger onto the shutter button, finally taking the shot with a loud click. Bringing the phone down between us, I show Yasue the saved photo, her face leaning in close to take in every detail.
信じられないわ。色が鮮やかで、それにじっとしていなくてもいいのね。ねえ、どうしてこんなに早く現像できるの？
それは説明するのがちょっと難しいかも。でも携帯電話で撮った写真は現像しなくていいの。フィルムに写してるわけじゃないから。
I'm so used to the digital era that the days of film cameras slipped my mind. As I replace the phone in my pocket, Yasue rights herself, but the excited energy from her new discovery still remains. I have to remind myself, yet again, that this woman's actually the older of us.
ありがとう、ほのか。こんなに長く本物の世界を感じたのは初めてよ。今は何という時代なの？
明治の後、大正、昭和、平成ときて、今は令和よ。
令和、いい響きね。きっと素晴らしい暮らしを送っているんでしょうね。それに食べ物も、さっきのチョコレート、すごく美味しかったもの。
I hold my tongue, but it's also ordinary to me that I hardly notice such things day to day. To Yasui, though, this might as well be another world entirely. Her childlike joy is quite charming. It feels nice to have helped her, however accidental it might have been. I wonder just how long it's been since I've helped another. I'm so wrapped up in my own feelings that it takes a moment to realize Yasui's attention has shifted back to me.
ほのかは笑っている方がいいわ。
In a moment, my face collapses. It's not that I hate her well-meaning compliment, but somehow it doesn't feel right to smile. Not after everything that's happened.
安江はどうしていつも笑っていられるの？閉じ込められた後でさえも。
だってもう100年以上経ったのよ。年も人々もこの世界も何一つ変わらないまま。昔はこんな風じゃなかったのよ。一番辛かったのはこの世界から抜け出そうとしていた頃でしょうね。失敗するたびに愛する人たちと過ごせる時間が失われていくのを感じていたから。
でもどうして年を取らないの？ちっとも年を取ってるように見えない。
あら、ありがとう。
Oh my god.
魔術師の中でも特に力の強い者は自分の魔術で老化を遅らせることができるの。普通の人の3
Oh my
倍。
god.
いえ、それ以上に長生きする人もいるわ。
Oh my god.
あっさりと諦めることもできたけれど、私は。
Oh
ここで
baby.
死ぬわけにはいかなかった。あの子が私をさまよわせるべく作ったこの牢獄で死ぬわけにはいかなかったのよ。あの子への復讐は私の最後の劇になっていたでしょうね。あの子がまだ生きているならだけれど。
So true. I love when women just snap a little. Oh my god. Yeah? Your revenge? That's crazy. For the first time, I catch a glimpse of something darker in her. Without thinking, I take a step back, my chest tightening at the change from her otherwise gentle nature. I don't know why you're taking a step back. That makes her hotter. The cheerful red packet crumpling up in her tightening hand reminds her of the here and now. Yasui forcing the thoughts from her mind given my present. Only natural to hate anyone who did such a thing to her. But I didn't know she had such anger bottled up.
ほのかには関係のない話よね。この話はここまでにしましょう。
Oh my god.
そういえばほのかの世界は随分と様変わりしているようね。おズボンが一般的なのかしら？
I love her. She gives a small smile, trying to distract herself with a lighter topic. I can't help but feel awful, but I humor Yasue for her sake. I wouldn't say it to her now of all times, but this world reminds me of a little of a snow globe. A small slice of the world captured at one point in time and now everlasting. A world where the company of strangers is all she had.
そうだけど安心して。着物や浴衣もお祭りや行事の時に着てる人は多いから。私も最近の花火大会で浴衣を着たよ。
まあ、ぜひ見てみたいわ。きっと似合うでしょうね。
Every so often, she oversteps into undeserving compliments. I get that she wants to put me at ease, though.
子供の頃の一番古い記憶の一つが、浴衣を着て出かける準備は万端だったのに、祭りが中止になったことでね。泣いてダダをこねる私を慰めようと、両親がホタルを見に連れて行ってくれたの。
It is in my bucket list to one day see fireflies IRL. I would do anything to be able to see a firefly. Same with snow. Snow and fireflies are on my bucket list. I think I would be a very happy person if I got to experience them.
あの時のホタルは花火よりも綺麗だった。夜の闇に浮かび上がる光が子供心に 魔法みたいだと思ったの。
Like, I don't know, maybe because I've never seen them IRL, but the concept of a firefly is like so strange to me that I can't comprehend how they like exist. They don't sound real to me. But obviously I know they're real. They're very much so a real thing. But because they don't exist here, it's like, it's so interesting. I would do anything to see them one day. Like, they sound so strange. Those are both normal in my area. How does it feel to be so lucky to have both snow and fireflies? They were magical when I was younger. We used to go catch them outside during the summer. See, I wish we could have had that. All we fucking get here are fucking muzzies. And I'm tired of muzzies. I'm sick of them. They're mean. They're rude. They're unfair. People get cute, whimsical creatures and I get muzzies. You were chinchillas. Oh my god, finally getting to see a chinchilla was insane. I still think about it regularly. I wish I could have pet him, but we weren't allowed to. They wouldn't make an exception for me, which, like, that sucks, but, like, also understandable. I'm not gonna argue that. But oh my god, chinchilla. I just think a lot of animals are very fascinating and I'd love to see them one day. Oh?
素敵な思い出だこと。ホタルなんてもうずっと見ていないわ。
私も環境汚染が進んで自然が減ってきてるから、ホタルが見られる場所を見つけるのって難しいの。
Oh no. No, don't say that. I feel an altogether too familiar pang of regret at mentioning my family. My body going cold at the idea of having to think about this any further. This is the one place I'm free from that feeling. Why did I have to bring them up? Please don't ask anything further about them, Yasui. Please. Soon, that wish becomes altogether too true. The silence makes it clear Yasui's been taken off guard, acutely aware of the topic to avoid. As I feel pain from clutching at my arm, I decide to use the one excuse to leave that I told myself I wouldn't.
そろそろ戻らなきゃ。疲れちゃった。
そう、ゆっくり休んでね。何より私を友達と言ってくれて嬉しいわ。誰にだって友達は必要だもの。自分ではそう思えなくてもね。だからこそ私は劇場を続けてきたのよ。
ありがとう、ヤスエ。また来るから。
With that, I take a deep breath and close my eyes. Even as the magic begins to take hold, my mind is elsewhere. I can't make the world a better place as Shino is working towards. I'm too selfish and too useless to do something like that. What I can do is help this one person. Act 1, Scene 4. I do have to end it here, though. It is past midnight. Wait, we'll get past... Okay, wait. We're gonna... Okay. Okay, we're saved. Okay. Yes. But just in case. Okay, we're saved. We're saved. Okay, so. I'm so sorry. I thought I was gonna get further today than we actually did. And that's on me. As a yapper, I take accountability. I might have yapped a lot today. I am very sorry about that. But hey, next week, we're gonna see new things. Ah, hee hee hee. Wait, let me check the date for next week. The 11th? Actually, that works really well for me, actually, now that I think about it. Never mind, that works really nicely. Perfect. Wait, I forgot that I have the effect still on. I was like, why am I so white all of a sudden? That's why. I still have the effects of the thing. I'm in the scene, guys. I'm real, I swear. I hope y'all appreciated the thumbnail today, because I gave 2 options where I was like in the normal place, and then the one where I'm like laying on her, and I sent it to Mori, and I was like, which one? And Mori was like, no, do the silly one. And I was like, okay, I can do the silly one for you. I'll do it. And then I'm so sorry if people who were not meant to see my Go Live message saw my Go Live message today. This is me apologizing. It was a moment of weakness. I will probably do it again. Like, I have nothing. I have nothing. Like, I have no defense. I will do it again. I just think she's really pretty. Aren't they always? There's literally me, like, I wrote out my message, and then I sat there and I was like, I should probably change it. But then I couldn't think of what to change it to, and I was like going insane because I couldn't think of what to change, and so I wrote an apology in there as well. I was like, I'm so sorry, please don't read this. So that's fun. Thankfully, you can't see that unless you're set to receive my Go Live messages, and that's where I'm safe, because unless you screenshot it, no one can tell on me. Ahahaha. Was it just, was it you just pining? It was so much worse. It was so much worse. But yeah, we will absolutely be coming straight back to this. Women Wednesdays are back. We're going to be doing such a long, like, I'm watching myself get whiter and whiter. Incredible. That's something to consider with this effect. God bless. Yes, sir. We have like a long run of Women Wednesdays coming up, because not only do we have A Tithe in Blood, but we need to then get finished before Upwards Reign. So we're gonna be like doing our best. It's like a marathon. I'm gonna lock in. I swear I'm not gonna yap next week. Don't clip me saying this and then use it against me when I inevitably yap next week. But I'm not going to yap. I swear, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna be ready to go. Trust me. I'm probably gonna yap, but still. Anyway, thank you so much for joining today, y'all. I'm just really happy so far with this. I'm going insane. It's always so pretty. I'm like, I feel a very normal way about her. And I need the acrylic stand like yesterday so that I can add her to my list and my collection of like Elon women. Like right up there. Twitch said no. That's funny as hell. What do you mean they said no? I love that actually. Damn, they got my back right now. But yeah, make sure that you are following me on Twitter for all updates. I've been slowly using more of my Blue Sky. I downloaded the app on my phone, and I forced myself to open it on my phone instead of Twitter sometimes to like try and make myself use it more. So hopefully there's going to be more in there, and I kind of use it as more of a yapper place than Twitter at the moment. Please make sure you follow me on YouTube, because I don't have a thing for it yet, Michael. Please make sure you follow me on YouTube. I am releasing VOD hell at the moment. There is so many VODs that are planned to be released and in the backlog. Make sure you're following me here. And yeah, okay, let me set up that raid, because we did have a guide to raid today. And if they're still streaming, we can go say hi to them. I think we've raided this person before, actually. Let me check. I think I might have raided them. I follow them. Yeah, we've raided this person before. Grey Cat Cafe. Yeah, we've raided them before. Okay, we're gonna say hi to them again. Why not? Okay, remember, as we raid out, we are going to be raiding into somebody who is playing Please Be Happy, which is another Elon title, which is so crazy. So, you've got to make sure you are being polite, be kind, do not backseat, do not talk about spoilers, be respectful to the person that will be raiding in. Please remember that you represent, like, you're a kindling. Please remember that. Also, oh my god. Don't forget, I am also a... No, I can't chill. I can't do it. I can't do it to myself. I can't shield myself. Bellflower, you've... I'm bad at it. Thank you. Oh, the at thing. If you ever want to get online store stuff. You know? What a deal! Anyway, we're gonna raid out. I'm embarrassing myself. Alrighty, as we say at the end of every stream, stay safe, make good choices. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Okay, good night. Bye!